What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. How you feeling today, baby?
Excellent.
Yeah, man. Yes, it's a beautiful day today, man. Got my JMU Dukes coming to town. A couple of days away. Actually, one day away, man. Our ladies softball team, women's volleyball team will be here, man. So I'm excited about that, man. Got a big NCAA matchup against BYU right at down at your spot, man, over at the University of Pitt. Yeah.
What's going on? Is there like the NCAA March Madness or something for volleyball?
Uh-huh.
We're hosting it.
Yeah, for first and second round. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm like, hey, man, we got some action this weekend, so it's good. We got a game tonight as well. You know, I'm excited about that one. So, yeah, man, it's a pretty good time, man. Pretty good time. Got another big one coming up this weekend for us that we feel very, very confident in. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel real confident.
It's a great weekend, man. I'm excited, man.
Yeah, same, dude. I got not much going on.
Good.
Figured out the Vic card a little bit.
Okay.
Started running a read option offense.
Yeah.
It's working out pretty good for me yesterday. It was pretty good.
No, definitely like
Outside of that, I don't have too much going on. That's what gets me excited these days, finding a new offense in Madden and starting to rattle off some wins against God squads.
Hey, as long as you winning, that's all that matters. You got to let these people know. Let them God squads know. We're going to do it. We're going to do it with integrity, baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. Heck yeah, man. So it's going to be a great day today, man. It's a great day. I like your outfit too, man. You look real nice, real spiffy. Yeah.
This is like just one of my staple outfits.
It's clean, man. I like it. I think we kind of coordinated today a little bit too, man.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
No, you don't think so? I think we match a little bit. Like,
I wasn't going for that.
You sure? I figured we were all like one band and one sound today. We were supposed to dress like the team we're supporting tonight. I thought that was the messaging yesterday. That we're going to dress together. And like I see, we're in the same colorway. That's all I'm saying, man.
I didn't get the memo.
It looks like you did.
Nah, this is just one of my staple car
That's
shirts.
what it is? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought you with like, you need team colors tonight and, You sure? It looks really nice on you.
For that.
Well,
no, I know. I do like the shirt. Thank you.
It's a great color. Great color.
It's not bad.
It brings your eyes
baby
out.
Blue.
It brings your eyes out. You're just a blue. Whenever you wear blue, I just think that's your look, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. Depends. Depends on what we're talking about.
Yeah. But tonight, though, we all on the same page, right?
I guess so.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Not like that.
No,
not like that.
Just check it.
Not like that.
Just check it.
Just more of, I'm going to watch the game.
Oh, yeah.
And whatever result happens or whatever results come out of it, I'm hoping it favors the Steelers. That's really what it comes down to for me. Nothing extra.
Nothing? Oh.
It ain't that deep, nah.
Okay. It's like a family affair tonight, man. We're excited, bro. We're always looking for reasons to just come together to fellowship as a family. Whether it's
What are you doing, going out?
watching Home Alone, whether it's making cookies, or primetime Bills game, especially versus the Patriots.
You going out or something?
No.
Hitting the town?
It's just one of those
B-dubs?
things where it's like, we just the kids get to stay up a little late. We're gonna make sure we do it the right way. Gang get on the big TV tonight. Big TV tonight, man. It's one of them games.
How
I'm excited
are all
man.
the kids feeling with their certain allegiances with different teams? Has anyone
Oh no,
shifted
they never
one
trip.
way or another?
Nah. They're pretty set on how they rock, but they
So
all.
G ain't getting that amped up for tonight.
No. But this is what I'm trying to explain to you. He's a Steelers fan, yes, but his quarterback is Josh Allen.
Oh.
You catch my drift? Like when we're down here practicing football and I'm throwing in the rock, if I'm throwing it to him, he's Diggs. If he's throwing it back, he's Josh. But when we win, we're the Steelers. Okay, you catch my drift?
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's very fluid, Yeah. So that's the situation right now, man. But it's a good
KK
situation,
likes
man.
the Bills.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ava, who's she like?
She likes the Bills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
She's
our only hope.
They lean heavier on the Bills, I think, because it's not as many of them down here, so they don't ever have to feel like
They get to be unique.
Yeah. And they don't feel like Dad is taken away from it. When it's Steeler fans, it's like, oh man, everybody always wants your autograph, Dad, because they was too young in Buffalo. They didn't really catch all that. So yeah.
Right. The Steeler fans took that away from them.
Yeah, so they kind of look at it. It's like a love-hate relationship, how they view Steeler Nation at times. So I was like, I get it. But yeah, man. Yeah. So I am glad though, and when I tell them that you actually wore Buffalo blue today, you know, just to be a part of the
this
culture.
Is far from Buffalo.
No, it's in the blue. As long as it's BLU in any capacity, it's Bills blue. We know that, man. It looks
Buffalo
good.
was not on my mind.
It
today.
was definitely what you even yesterday. What you told me yesterday? You was like, "Yo, we need the Bills to win." You started out hating. I won't forget that. You started out hating, but then you was like, "You know what? We actually need them to win."
I'm definitely picking against them in the picks, so it could be like a win-win type of scenario.
Why? Why is it gotta be like that, man?
It could be a win-win scenario because if Buffalo does win, well, there could be the scenario with covering too, where I lose. You never know with that. No, because I feel like if the Patriots are gonna get points, so no matter what, I feel like I'm gonna have a good result tonight. It's either I'm gonna win in the picks or the Steelers are gonna get a leg up in the wild card.
Okay.
I'm going with my win-win.
What if it's a lose-lose? What if?
I don't think it's possible if the Patriots are getting points. You get what I mean?
What you mean?
Because
what if they don't cover?
Huh?
Like even if they're getting points, but they still don't cover, and you still lose on the spreadsheet.
No, that still means the Steelers get a leg up in the wild card because the Bills have beaten the Patriots.
Okay.
But you could have a scenario where the Patriots cover and the Bills win. That'd be like double wins.
Yeah.
But either or, I think I'd have a ultimate win-win of the Bills beating the Patriots. That helps the Steelers.
Yeah.
Or if the Patriots do win or cover, I get a leg up in the picks.
All right. Sound like I'm gonna just be double winning tonight, man. I'm gonna win in my pick and I'm gonna win, for the Steelers. It's a triple win because the Bills win too. There's 3 wins all across the board. We telling me, all right. I mean, I've been getting triple dubs. That's what I've been on of lately, so it's been a good situation. One of my favorite trip dubs is their season is over. JMU football. I always count on them. So it's all right. We'll get back to the double doubles though. Steelers and Bills, they're gonna make it work. They'll make it work. Especially what you got. I'm telling you, man, Deke, you look good in that Bills blue, bro. I started to bring you down.
Blue
I started to bring you down a Bills hat to go with your Bills shirt. That's all I'm saying. I thought about it.
I got my Pittsburgh hat on too.
Are those Zubaz? I thought you had some Zubaz pants on. It looked like
no, these are.
It's all right.
Plaid sleeping pants.
It definitely looks Zubaz-ish to me. That's all I'm saying.
No Zubaz vibes.
It
no
really
Bills
looks.
vibes.
You've even said you're a fan of the Zubaz though.
The Steeler ones. I got that hat. I got that Steeler Zubaz hat at the airport. I think it's pretty cool.
You told me you're a Zubaz guy. That's all I'm saying, man.
It's a cool design, but not for Buffalo.
Oh, all right.
They make them in Steeler colors too.
All good. So, with that being said, let's start the show how we always do. Let us know in the chat where you are tuning in from, and we'll give those big boy shout-outs in the words of Deke, Buffalo Bills style today. Shout out to Deke. Deke been on this Bills kick all week. I've been trying to contain it. He was really over here like Moats, man. If you don't put that Bills hoodie on, I was like, yo, why you want to do that to me? That's what he told me though. So, shout out to Deke, man.
Vince McGee says Steeler Nation fines you $1,000 for dress code violation.
Hey now, my Bills Mafia gonna cover it. It's all good.
Start a GoFundMe.
It's all good.
Do they do dress code fines in the NFL?
What you mean?
Not on the field, but off the field. Remember when the NBA, David Stern came
with the
down
suits and stuff? Yeah.
Right.
I know team-wise we did, especially in Buffalo. Yeah. When Doug Marrone came there, in particular, he had a rule where you had to have a suit and tie to every game, home or away, tie optional after the game. So for context purposes, home games, man, dudes you could pull up in sweatsuits, jeans, and a t-shirt. So put on a whole suit to walk into, just from your car parking lot to the locker room was a lot. And then to have to, after you play a full game, your body banged up and all this stuff, most common practices, you could put on a team travel sweats or you put on your casual clothes because it's less media attention post-game in terms of your walk out. It's more so what you're doing at the locker. So we'd have to make sure you got a, Steelers shirt or something like that, or a Bill shirt in that case.
Sure.
During that process, but afterwards you should be able to put on what you want to leave. But his rule was if you don't have at least your suit on, tie optional, I'm still gonna fine you. So yeah, it was dudes getting fined. Absolutely. And you'll be saying bro, did I get fined for not having a tie on today? After the game? And we won? Oh, coach, you tripping.
How do you know? You
Dude,
have spies?
No. Not spies. This was part of the issues at times with him. He came from the college mentality. He would stand at the door. Catch my drift? and we would get fined if we didn't wear black crew cut socks to practice. Not long socks, not tights,
Wow.
not low socks, not no-show socks. Black crew cut socks. Had to. And he would walk through in warm-ups Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in practice and look at each person's ankles. And if they didn't have black crew cut socks on, gonna find you and he gonna send you inside and make you change. That's the type of stuff when you hear Coach Tomlin like, man, I'm not gonna rule you to death. I'm not gonna take that approach because that's not focusing on football. That works for college. Because in college you gotta discipline and all that other stuff. At the NFL level, it's like, man, we don't gotta be micromanaged at that level. Like we adults here. But that was some of the conflict.
Did he have any, or does he have any?
Does who?
For that type of stuff? Because it doesn't seem like it with all the pictures of
no,
traveling
in terms
and guys
of
coming into the locker
in terms of
room.
Coach Tomlin.
Yeah.
No,
Everyone's wearing different stuff.
No, it was. We had a time where he wanted us to look better, and that's when he gave us two options. He was like, "All right, for the suit guys, you could wear a suit at least to the game. For the non-suit crew, he went and bought us all travel sweats. So it was like these nice Steeler tops and bottoms, and he's like, "Yo, you got to at least put that on, or we call it the court outfit. Give me some khakis and a button-up. You could at least give me that." So, yeah. But that was how he did it. But it was more so just to have the certain look. Because he was like, we don't want you guys coming up here looking like, yo, the hood school ain't got no money. It's like, man, at least dress a certain way. So it was like, all right, Coach, we see what we could do.
All right. We got a few people tuning in.
Oh, here we go.
Places.
Here we go.
Jesse Miller, 276, Martinsville, VA.
Okay. Shout out.
757, Hampton, Virginia.
He from the crib. Absolutely.
Rashuna Hall, the 601, the SIP. That's
oh,
right.
Shout out.
Daredevil.
Hey now.
310, San Pedro, California.
Let's get it.
Robert Carding, 860, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Schultz, 206, Seattle, Washington.
Oh, you forgot this one right here. I got to shout this one out. I'm going to pass. I got two I want to shout. I'm going to pass right back to you. First off, Leah Warren says she's born in Jamaica, raised in the Berg, and now checking in from the 254 Killeen, Texas. You know Leah Warren always tuning in. Shout out to her. But more importantly, we got K2B. Not K2B, excuse me on that. But shout out to K2B. He said he loves my Bills fit. Shout out to him for that. But we also got John Doe. He said he is currently tuning in from Buffalo. That's what he said, man. So shout out to John Doe. You know he's a Bills fan too, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just visiting.
Who else is in Buffalo? Stan Clare is in Buffalo tonight. Stan Clare said he's in Buffalo tonight. Yep. Who else is in Buffalo tonight? Is that the Bro Barry? The Bro Barry from the 757. The Crib, Chesapeake. I even think that he's in Buffalo tonight. I don't know if you saw that. There's a lot of people in Buffalo tonight, man. Who else is in Buffalo tonight? Who's tuning in from Buffalo today? Oh, Tydell Green. He's tuning in from the 814 PA by way of Buffalo, though. Because I don't know if you knew he was from the 716, too. Got a lot of Bills fans in here, man. You seeing them. Don't put it on me. You're seeing them. So y'all got like I'm making this up. I'll make. Oh
yeah, I think so.
Gosh. So Jim McCoy isn't tuning in from the 336 Greensboro by way of the 716 Rough Buff. That's not what you just put in here, Jay McCoy. Oh, okay, y'all, this is crazy. Mr. Soul Food tuning in from the 1865 Brewery, Hampton, VA 757 by way of 757 716 Orchard Park, Buffalo, New York. That's what he said. He said from Orchard Park. He was more specific.
I don't see the number 716
Are you
in
sure?
sequence anywhere here in the chat.
Deke, I don't know which. I'm looking at Christian Manzi right here. You know one from Farrell, PA, the Farrell High Steelers. That one. He also says the 724/716. That's what he said too. Yeah, he said he's a big Benny the Butcher fan too. He said he loves Buffalo.
You on those shrooms from Bart Boss?
Bro, what?
He sent something out for you.
Bart also said he's gonna make the trip. I don't know if he's gonna make it tonight, but he's making the trip to the 716 as well, man. Don't y'all be in here denying John Doe? Don't you be in here denying that? Come on now, don't you be denying that now? Jay McCoy was with it. K2B, he said you know what it is. Yeah, see, I told you, man. I ain't making this up. I'm for real. Steve Brooks even said shout out to Danville, but big love for the 716. That's what he said too. I think they're all with you tonight, Deke, because we all need Buffalo to win. So that's why we're all a part of that bandwagon today. That's what it sounds like. That's what I was getting. Yeah.
Interesting.
You didn't get that? Steelers Girl 517 she said she loves the Bills. She was like, Steelers on my team, but if I had to have a second team, it would be the Bills. That's what Steelers Girl 517 literally just said, bro.
I wasn't catching that wave from the
Yeah,
chat.
man. Yeah, it's crazy sometimes. Like when I look at the chat, it surprises me. I was surprised. I was anticipating, like when I came downstairs, KK, that's she rocked with me. She had her Bill stuff on. She's like, Dad, you better be careful down there. You know that I don't know how the podcast gonna take you with this Bill stuff. I said, no, you don't understand, KK. It's a lot of Bills fans in here. I'm innocent, babe. I'm just a part of the group. That's what I told him. It's a group project. I'm just putting my name on it at the end. But still fans in here, man. Rod Dollar know what it is. I see you on that Griselda. Yes, sir. West Side Gunny, you know what it is. Oh, Conway the Machine. Let's go. I
got to shout out this guy. I don't like his switch of username, but he has become a celebrity this week. So he says, I lost the other comment.
Which name was it?
He introduced himself as Big Noriega, but he switched his name. He says Jenny Pickle, a.k.a. Ryan Leaf Jr. He says, let's go. I'm here to enjoy my favorite Steelers show.
I would say Big Noriega / Little Noriega or whatever you're, all the names that they've tried to give you, Noriega, we do like your energy, though, man. The fact that you do keep coming in here, man, and you did say you were still a fan. So as long as you're still a fan, man, we ain't tripping no way. But, yeah, I like the energy, though, man. It's all good. It is all good. Yes.
Want to hit some of these super chats?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Mr. Pitt Steelers for life did say go Bills, though. I can't confirm that as well, Deke. Like I said, if I'm not anything, I'm honest occasionally.
I might have to check out the comment then, see what it actually says.
It's Mr. Pitt Steelers for life said go Bills. That's what he said. I ain't making this up, man. I ain't making this up. Yeah.
Brilla92, first super chat of the day.
Did he say go Bills too?
No.
He said, let's go Buffalo?
No, this is
Bills Mafia?
a whole switch up of topic.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. You're making me nervous now.
He says AB and standoff with police.
Oh, God damn. Oh, Lord.
Warrant for DB.
Oh, Lord.
I miss eyes up, chest up, prayed up, AB. CTE ? True colors ? I don't know, but it's sad to watch all this happen.
Barilla92, we couldn't even warm it up, man. Dang, go on Barilla92. We couldn't even warm the show up before we just had to dive into that one, Lord. Yeah. Deke, how you feel about the situation, man? I know you've been a big-time supporter of Antonio Brown, man. That's your guy.
Like you said, it's sad. It's disappointing.
Yeah, very, very disappointing, man. Obviously, they said stemming from an incident that happened in November. And like I said, the details are still coming out. I think I saw the reports probably like an hour, maybe an hour ago before we started the show. So I'm still catching up on all of it. But yeah, man, just the trend for him, it hasn't been really good, right? The legal stuff, always something else. It's just, just got to be a better decision maker. But at the same time, this unfortunately isn't uncharacteristic for what we've been seeing from him of lately. So yeah, hopefully this will be the time he, can get it together and learn from it. But we shall see. But yes, that is, not cool.
Sucks
not
too,
cool.
Seeing a text from Brady being sent to AB, or then even hearing some of the stories of whenever AB was with the Steelers and Ben maybe even trying to get him going in a different direction, and then seeing it actually take place, how they warned against.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, get some better people around you. Going down a bad path. But
that's
sucks to see it. It really is. It's sad.
Yeah, it's one of them things, man. We'll see, like I said, just where it's going with him. Because, when you're surrounded by the people that are going to keep enabling you, you never feel like you have to be held accountable for your actions. And that could be very dangerous at times when you don't feel like you have to be held accountable, man. So, like I said, man, this is one of my former teammates, so the personal element. But, yeah, definitely need him to get that together. Yeah.
Well, next comment is sticking with AB on a lighter note, though.
Mama.
Ryan McPherson says, who's the better sports player rapper, AB or Dame?
Oh, AB. Yeah, man. Dame nice now. Don't get it twisted. Dame nice. But AB on the field?
Wait. Yeah, what's he talking about?
No, he said the better player rapper. So I'm thinking like just the tandem of a rapper player, because I think like Shaq was a rapper player. Allen Iverson was a rapper player.
Are you throwing out their rap career and just focusing
on
on
I'm putting on both. But what I'm saying is this. Dame has the better rap career, but to me, AB is the more dominant sports career. That's how I feel.
Okay, the case for AB. So here's what you could say. I think in terms of their rap, like I think Dame blows them away.
Yeah.
But what AB does have are some hits. There's some memorable songs that he has out there.
Only for you.
No, I'm not saying he's better than Dame,
No.
but like I'm saying if we're gonna say it's close, AB has the edge on the field, then maybe that's the part in the rap career that could help AB as a player rapper when you combine the two things together over Dame. I think you're weighing the on field a little bit.
No, I'm talking about I think you're weighing the put that on to a little bit heavier too. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to think 50-50 though.
Yeah, because you're caught on like the dance is dope, but
no, not the. I mean, even
but the dance is more so what made them popular.
Even
right,
the whole lot of money.
Stuff.
That was a catchy song, at least most people. I don't know any Dame songs.
Well, I don't remember them right now off the top of my head. No different if we asked you to remember an AB song a year from now. Like, what's the likelihood of it potentially? Dame, when he dropped his album, I believe he dropped his album a year and a half, 2 years ago. It was around like COVID time. Bro, it was dope. People was actually banging with it. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like AB, the dance is definitely like caught fire. But yeah, I don't know. Music wise, like to me, I'm like, bro, Dame, his album is way better than any of the songs that I've heard from AB. Yeah?
Well, that's what I'm wondering why you had AB over Dame.
Because to me, AB is so dominant on the field. AB, we say all-time wide receiver. Where do you put him at?
It's tough, just with how his career played out.
Not the negative.
That peak of 6 years. Okay, that's at least top 5.
At least top 5. Dame Lillard. Where do you have him at all time?
Because we're talking point guard,
right? Point guard.
We'll probably go by positions.
We're talking specific positions. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not in the top 5. I don't even.
You catch my drift? Like, whereas like.
But then that's my question though. What's their rap levels? You know what I mean? I feel like Dame blows AB away.
But the problem is
just straight skills and actual music and actual
in terms
craft.
of skill, but with music, it's so subjective, right?
That's what I was saying. AB at least got those catchy songs. That's why I'm actually trying to give him a little bit of help in the music department there. Yeah. But I think just straight.
But does Dame have a catchy?
Dame for sure.
But Dame, I don't know if he has necessarily as catchy of a dance. The little put it on, like we've literally seen everybody doing this thing, right?
I know.
Kids, women's sports, men's sports, like everybody has done it. Even if they don't even know the song, most people don't know the song. They just know that particular part, right? But it's like, I don't know if Dame ever had a moment like that, but musically, he is way better in terms of like what he put out there.
And that's the tough part. Like on the field, they're both great. They're both Hall of Famers. So I don't know
what it kind of reminds me of.
I don't know what the degrees are. What's the separation in each category?
It's almost like it's not to the same extent, but it's kind of like a one-hit wonder versus a guy who's had just a really good music career but never had the hit. Like you think about like a person, shoot, even Soulja Boy. Now, granted, Soulja Boy has more music, but like some of his hits, bro, you was doing it in the stadium, right? Yo, like it's just a crazy, massive, just banging hit, right? But then
swag on too.
Yeah, but then I think of like Mac Miller. Mac Miller, I love his catalog, but does Mac have songs that are gonna be to that level that when you're talking about Crank That and when you're talking about even Kiss Me Through the Phone, all the ones, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I look at the difference. Could be off, but I don't know. That's kind of how I think of it. But it's with music. It's subjective. AB? Unfortunately, yeah.
I think I'm going AB too. Maybe I'm biased.
I'm rolling with AB. That's what that.
I guess the point I'm trying to make is the separation with their on the field careers is less than what it is musically between the two.
Yeah.
Like AB is better than Dame, but I think it's closer than what Dame is versus AB off the field.
This is good. This is a good debate because
AB has the catchy stuff as well.
But this is also a good debate because I asked myself which one matters more. Would you rather be top 5 in this area?
That's what I mean. Like, if you're going 50-50, you'd probably lean Dame then. If each mattered 50%.
See, I don't think it does because that's my opinion. I don't think it matters 50-50 because to me, the gap between top 15 to top 5 to me is insane. But when I think of Dame musically versus AB's catchy song here or there, is that gap as great as top 15 potentially versus a top 5 guy potentially in terms of their career? Like that's what I'm trying to weigh, but I don't really know.
Yeah, I'll go AB just based off biasness. But
AB just because, the football. Yeah, that part.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nothing else. Just that part. Yeah.
Noah Kublak.
Shout out to
Wide
Ryan
right.
McPherson. I was over here trying to think. I was like, how do we even get down that rabbit hole? And I was like, no,
That's a
we didn't go
comment.
down that rabbit hole. It was a comment.
That's a good comment.
Shout out to Ryan
That's a good
McPherson.
question.
Yes.
But Noah Kublak says wide right.
Oh, okay. Little Scott Norwood, also a JMU Duke. Holla. Yes, indeed, man.
Any reaction to that?
Nah, I mean, shoot, you gonna have failures. I'd rather be in the thing and go for it, man. Hey, you missed. All right, cool. We was there. We ain't tripping.
Fran Bradford. Moats, what's in the bags y'all carry in the tunnel? I assume it's just a fashion statement for the home games. LOL.
So when we're walking in, home game versus away game. Home game, some of it is fashion. Some of it guys have notebooks in it. Some guys have actual like cleats. Like if you hear it's 828 style, right? You talk about the custom cleats, right? Some guys will mail those custom cleats to the facility. Guys like myself, I was a little bit more like, I need mine at the crib. I want to touch mine, see mine, walk with mine. So yeah, I might put mine in my backpack because it's like, yo, these are special. But it's that type of stuff. Or if I had certain drinks, I was a big Pedialyte guy. The team didn't provide Pedialyte in Pittsburgh. They did in Buffalo. So for me, if I came with a backpack, it's probably 6 Pedialytes in there because I wanted to last for the whole game, double overtime if needed. When it's the road game, yeah, it's usually change of clothes along with playbook and whatever else you might have. Some dudes might go shopping while they out there. So it's like that type of stuff. But yeah.
Colton Choi Fu.
Shout out to Colton Choi Fu.
Excited for this Hawaii versus Hawaii matchup this week.
Ooh, let's go.
Brother Tyson and Marcus went to the same high school out here.
Oh,
Same school Tua went to.
okay. That's pretty dope.
I'm missing where is this the
Mariota and Tyson Alualu.
Okay.
In terms of like them playing against, or because he said it's Hawaii versus Hawaii. That's what I'm taking it as. But he said they went to the same school. I don't know if they went at the same. No, they could have been at the same time because Tyson was out with me. Mariota's younger than us. They said they went to the same school.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's talking about Steelers versus Falcons. He threw me off a little bit with throwing Tua in there because Miami's playing the Chargers.
I think he was just saying like all three went to that same school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, that is cool then.
Okay, yeah. I actually didn't know all three of them went to the same spot. That's pretty dope.
All right, that is it for the Super Chats right
Let's go. All right. Perfect timing. So, let's finish off our preview.
You want an injury report update?
Oh, yeah. Update me. Please update me.
Might
Yeah.
change the preview a little bit.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow. This really might change the preview.
I hope it's in a positive way.
Najee. DNP. Wow.
Is that a bad thing?
Depends on who you ask.
I'm just saying. I didn't want to be the guy, but I had to be the guy.
Someone said in the chat yesterday, and maybe this is a good comment for this situation. He always said was, be careful what you ask for. Be careful what running back you ask for.
I'm with you. You know that.
Be careful. Be cautious. I'm not wrong in feeling the way I do right now about the running back situation.
Prisoners of the moment. It can happen, but at the same time, you can't live in your fears, right? And they also got next man up. It's like we can go wherever we want to go with that thing, but that is
and it's nice having
though.
Jalen Warren being back too.
Yeah. Now, but remember we talked about yesterday too, how we can make that work, man. DNP. It does kind of open up that slither of, hey Najee, we might want to just rest you this week. It does open that up potentially, man.
Oh, for sure. Keller Witherspoon, DNP, hamstring.
Has he practiced since the Eagles game?
I don't think.
I think everyone has been DNP, not even limited.
Yeah.
So probably a no-go on him this weekend.
Minka, ribs, full.
That's really
Upgraded
good.
from limited yesterday to full.
That's really
today.
good. Really good.
Spillane, limited. He was limited yesterday.
He's oblique, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mouse Jack, limited with the knee.
Limited both days, though, so far.
Yep.
So that's good. He's at least on the grass. Okay.
Mason Cole, full.
Okay. Shout out to Mason. Definitely need that.
TJ Watt, ribs, limited.
He was limited yesterday, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's all right.
Ogunjobi, DNP. He was limited yesterday. Toe.
And he actually gave him a designation, too. It wasn't like a rest.
This could this be rest?
That's what I'm wondering.
They already had
They
Toe
alternate
there,
their days. They usually alternate.
so they didn't want to go out of their way and say not injury related, coaches at rest, blah blah blah. Since they already have Toe, you know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is. We'll see tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the big day, man.
Friday's a little bit more of a telltale sign.
Yeah, I just don't like double DMPs right now, man.
Wow. Okay, so we got good news with Boykin and Warren.
Okay.
Both full.
Oh, that's good then. Yeah.
Benny Snell. Knee.
Bro, don't
Limited.
do that. Don't. Why?
What happened?
I swear. Every time I get excited, every time I think we got something good, it's like we can't have nice things, bro. I'm convinced we can't have nice things, man.
Yeah, this isn't even
Like,
Snell doing it on the field
like,
this
where
time.
did this even come from? Like, where did this come from? Deke, practice
now
report.
I kind of want Najee back.
No, Deke. What was the practice report yesterday, Deke?
He wasn't on it.
Exactly, Deke. So how the heck does he end up with a knee? Man. Yeah.
Cam Hayward rest.
Yeah. Thank you, Cam. Thank you.
And then Falcons, again.
Tell him, go back to Benny
uneventful.
Snell, man. Go back to how?
Do you want me to just say it again?
I just
Limited.
need to just
Knee.
how, bro?
I'm not
What
sure.
am I missing here, man? I mean, I know the logical explanation. I get it, but I don't want to be logical right now.
What, he just got banged up in
emotional.
practice?
No, the logical thing is, hey, man, you played out there, the contact, the wear and tear, because you hadn't done that level of workload just yet. And the quick turnaround. You played on Monday. You had to fly back Monday night / Tuesday morning. You have a less than 24-hour rest period, and then you back out there yesterday practicing. You go through a full practice. Your knee balloons up on you when you get back to the crib. You know, or you wake up this morning and your knee is kind of like tight, almost like locking up a little bit. And you say to yourself, hey, coach, I can go today, but that might compromise my availability on Sunday. All right, well, let's take some of that off your workload today, limit you, have you do indie, have you do warm-ups, but after that, you're not going to do any team stuff just to let you kind of just rest. And then from there, we have you come back out tomorrow, and then you go out there on Sunday. That could be the legitimacy of it. But like I said, I don't want to think like that right now. No. I'm just upset to see it limited. I'm not a fan.
Falcons injury reports uneventful. Ep.377, linebacker, he's limited again.
Say it again.
Ep.377.
Who?
Ep.377.
Huh?
Ep.377.
You did the same thing I do. When you start saying it out loud and you don't know if it's for real or not, you start alternating it. It's like Ep.377. You said a whole bunch of ways to sound about right. I'm with you. Mm-hmm.
One of them.
I'm not going to correct because I don't know which one it is. I'm just going to keep picking with you, though.
Chuma Doga, he's DMP, offensive tackle. He actually downgraded from limited to DMP.
Okay.
And then Jalen Dalton is limited, their defensive tackle. Cordell Patterson is off their injury report. He was on it yesterday just for rest, though.
What was that lineman you said again?
What?
Who you said before you got to Patterson? Who was the guy you said?
Chuma Doga.
Adoga, okay.
And Jalen Dalton,
Yeah.
defensive tackle.
The guard, yep. And in terms of Chuma, the guard, yep.
Yeah, I guess they got him listed as OT on the Steelers website. But that's it for the injury report. We got a lot of names.
Yeah. The Benny Snell situation is very interesting now because we were under the impression, and I'm glad you actually brought this up beforehand, because the conversation was going to really be what? All right, do you roll with Benny? Is that the one we need out there? We going to, rest Najee, double DMP, but now this is I don't know how I feel about this anymore, man. Can we hit the reset button? Just give me Najee starting it. Just go back to the basics. Are we there? Are you gonna roll with it?
A little Jalen Warren McFarland combo here.
By itself?
Might be all we have.
Maybe I'm tripping. It just seems like watered down. When you was like Benny Snell and Jalen Warren, I'm like, I like that. If it was Benny and McFarland,
we don't have
I'd
the
like,
big back.
Yeah, you catch my, like, I feel like we missing.
Jalen Warren might be able to carry the load, though. He might be able to be one of those bell cow 70-80% type of running backs.
Should I ask, why do we feel he can be that right now?
He looks good. He looks like a really good player. Damn good running back. That's why.
In the role of a Najee and Benny?
Yeah, be out there a lot. I think he could.
I hope you're right. I don't necessarily think it's like that, but I hope you're
Running
right.
backs built like him have been able to pull it off. The only question is, could he endure that for a full season? We're talking right now Falcons.
We just need a game.
I think he could for sure do it in this Falcons game. But if it's extended, maybe that's where you start to get the question marks. But
I don't like the way our offense looks if it's a Jalen Warren, Anthony McFarland tandem. Because to me, that's going to have Matt Canada, Kenny Pickett, and the receiving core feeling like, hey, guys, it's on us this week. And now we getting back to the 40, maybe even 50. I feel like we go past first if that's the setup. Because Jalen's a good player, man, but he's not physical. Like to the same level of when you're watching a Najee or Benny, even on a 2-yard run. And what I mean is this. A 2-yard run and it's Jalen Warren that you're tackling, it's not going to have the same residual as when you're talking about that 2-yard run and it's Najee or Benny, how Benny was running on Monday night. You know what I mean? Like, just more physically imposing, more punishing guys. And, yeah, I like us as a physical, like, we going to bully you, so to speak, outfit versus, all right, we're going to go with this speed and quickness, very explosive. But now we're going to have to out-scheme you. We're going to have to out-execute. Like, I don't know if we're there just yet for this week.
you don't think we'd give the rock to Warren like 20 times?
No, I don't, honestly. I think we would do it 13 times and stop me trying to throw it. 100%, yeah. And that's like my big fear. If I knew he was going to commit to actually give him the ball, I think it's different. But I don't see them committing to that.
What about a little Master Teague action then? We just signed him last week.
You see how
Bettis Jr.
Time out, you sold me on, or you were trying to sell me on, no Naj, we'll go Benny. And the sales pitch was, I'm getting Benny and Jalen. Or it'd be Benny and McFarland. But at least I was going to have Benny because he was my Najee type. Now we're down to Warren, Master Teague, and McFarland. Like,
no, I'm good with Warren getting like 80 to 90. But you're a little more hesitant on that because you don't think they're going to go with Warren. I think we should give it to Warren 20, 25 times.
I do too, but they're not going to do that if it's just Jalen Warren, man.
I think I'm more confident in the Falcons' defense just sucking, and we'll be able to pull this off.
But why do they
no matter what
suck?
running backs.
They don't suck because they play bad. They suck because of the personnel. But we're talking about personnel. If it's a Najee Harris, that's a personnel mismatch, right? When we talk Benny Snell, it's a little bit more of that vibe, right? With Jalen Warren, it's a little different. That's all I'm saying. With Master Teague, it's a little different, right? We see how it's like, it just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same.
Well, he's limited. So let's see what he looks like on Friday.
Yeah.
Do you think your scenario that you concocted on what it may be with Benny Snell right now could still get him to play Sunday?
Yeah, if that is the case, yeah.
Are you feeling good about him playing Sunday under that scenario?
I will if tomorrow he's full. If he's limited again tomorrow, I do not feel good because that means he's still dealing with some type of swelling or some type of something that's hindering him from being his normal self. So I should investigate. Where was the practice at? Were they indoor or outdoor yesterday? Do you know?
I don't think it says.
Because that's the other part. If you're indoor and you was on the turf, that could also help with making that knee get inflamed or have issues. And when you talk about turf on Monday night, then turf again on Wednesday because of the weather.
And we're back on turf on Sunday.
Okay. And potential on turf again today. Because like I said, with the weather, if the field freezes or it's rainy, stuff like that.
Why would we be practicing outside if we got turf Sunday again?
The thing is this. As players, you always want to practice on the grass because it saves your body. You hear the dudes like complaining about like the different turf fields because
Did you hear Najee? He said he likes the turf better.
Because the thing is this, you're faster on turf. You cut better on turf. You have better grip on turf. But that grip is also why you tear your knees up and tear your Achilles up and all your other stuff because you're able to grip.
Rod says they were indoors. Rod Dallas.
Yeah. So that could definitely be part of it because like I said, you're on turf and then you're on turf again. But that's the big reason why guys want to be on the grass, especially during the season, especially your older players or guys that have done this for a while. You start to understand like, man, when you're on grass, it's forgiving for your body, it's forgiving for your joints. You could do this thing a lot longer. Your recovery is a lot smoother and faster. When you're playing on turf, it's like being on cushioned concrete. Like It's cushioned, but it's concrete. It's not forgiving, man. And that's why, the injuries are what they are, but it's easier for the upkeep. And me too, just like Najee, when I was in my second year in the league, I said the same thing. You know why? Because you're not really worried about your recovery when you're in year 1 and 2. You're young. You recover like it's nothing. But as you get older, you start to realize I got to take care of my body. So when you get to year 3, year 4, and you're like, hey, man, I'm still recovering fast, but if I want to do this thing for another 5, another 6 more years, I'm going to have to start understanding the difference of how to take care of my body on a professional level. And that's the difference. And that's why you could tell young player talking about turf versus an older player talking about turf. You play that game long enough, you'll be able to decide it does not take long.
All right, we got 15 minutes before TG. Is that enough time for this preview?
Sure, why not?
Because we got some super chats, but we could just...
Yeah,
I got them screenshotted. We can hit them after.
Perfect. So yeah, then we got definitely enough time, man. So as we always started out, talk a little advantages, disadvantages, go that way then,
Sure.
Are you a cold tea type of guy, man?
No, hate it.
Sir. I only like it if it's like these like flavored teas, you know what I mean?
Warm green tea.
Yeah.
That's my vibe.
Other than that, like I like my tea hot. I want it.
Hate coffee. Really not a fan of it.
All right. Excuse me. But obviously looking at this Falcons team, some of the things that we've said, and even we were talking about it yesterday, they are lacking talent in certain areas. And with that, it does create different issues for them. But at the same time, they do some really good things that create some advantages potentially for them, which is why they've been able to have the success that they've been having this season. Even though you look at them and you're like, man, there's not a lot of scary names out here. It's because of how disciplined they play. But some of the things that I could just potentially see us having some challenges with. The first part is how committed the Falcons are to those bigger body personnel groupings. You look at us on tape defensively, we don't really like to commit to having to play with the base unit. We like to have Arthur Milet out there. We like to get cute at times and do some of the sub package stuff. But most teams outside of an Atlanta and a Baltimore, they're not going to fully commit to it to the same extent. But like I said, with this group, they do. And that's going to be one of those things where I just want to see with Terrell Austin if he's willing to actually commit to that. And then once we do commit to that, the other part becomes some of the coverage elements of it, right? Because you're not going to have your quote-unquote best cover guys out there because you're playing in base. It might look like last week, but the beauty is they don't have a Jelani Woods. They had a Kyle Pitts, but obviously he's out for the season, so that helps us out. But that's something for me where it's just like I want to see how much we're going to commit to playing big. If we do that, we'll be able to stuff the run. I love it if we stuff this run because they get really limited. But what we can't have them do is be able to actually run this ball because we're not actually committing to stopping it. And that's the problem. And that's something that, like I said, we'll just see how it plays out. But that was something that I was thinking about. The next thing was just the variety of their rushing attack. We said it yesterday. It's like be more, right? Almost like, but it's Baltimore light. It is not to the same extent. They're not as good at, not as efficient with it, but you have to be disciplined with it. And if you're not, that's where they gas you. When you talk about Marcus Mariota, the success that he's been having, some of this stuff, man, it's just like the linebackers or the DN aren't even accounting for him. And if you're playing a Matt Ryan like I was last week, you don't have to account for Matt Ryan. Deke, you're faster than Matt Ryan. I think so. I hope you are.
I don't know about
I
that
feel like you should be. You don't think so, Deke? You got to be faster just a little bit.
Maybe 7
just a
years
little
ago.
bit. But
I don't know the last time I've actually run in a full sprint. I'm being honest with you. I mean, we might be talking high school.
Gosh, that's crazy. That is crazy. But if it's a guy that can't run, you don't have to worry about him. But a guy like Marcus Mariota, he can run. So you actually do have to acknowledge him and just pay attention to him. And that's something that we have been doing well whenever we play Baltimore. So hopefully we will continue forward with that. But the last thing that I was a little bit concerned about before we talk about the areas I think we'll be able to take advantage of them in is just one particular matchup. Grady Jarrett, when he's going up against some of our interior D linemen at times. When we go to our sub-package defense and he's going to match up with those guards. He can rush the passer really well. This season, 5.5 sacks, but throughout his career, he's been a very gifted, very productive pass rusher. Just making sure that we don't allow him.
Who are you talking about?
You know exactly who I'm talking about, man. I
James
ain't.
Daniels?
Hey, look, man. All right. You know who I'm talking about. I don't want to say his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Okay.
Dotson's going to bully Garrett this week.
I hope he does.
Grady Jarrett.
I hope he does. I do. But at times when I watch this tape, especially in the short sample size, I look at some of the stuff that Dotson had struggles with on Monday night. I look at some of the areas where Grady Jarrett had success on Sunday, and I'm like, dang. All right, here we go. But as long as we take care of that, I still feel good about it. And trust me, I don't think it's going to be no landslide, no way, either how. But we just needed to be competitive. That's all. Don't let him take over. And I don't think he will, but that's just something that we have to be aware of. Kind of like when we talk about their rushing attack. Is it something that we're overly fearful of? No. But if you go in there and you don't acknowledge it,
it could be a really bad play.
Yeah, absolutely.
A really bad thing could happen. Pickett could be left exposed, and who knows.
And we've seen the previous 2 times where it's not worked out for Dotson and the ramifications on Kenny. And even the aftermath towards Dotson after that. We've seen how it works.
We just don't want any of that.
Yeah, it's not good for business. Not good for nobody, okay? So that's why we're acknowledging it. We're not going to lose our mind on it. We're just going to make reference to it. And hopefully we don't have to talk about it again. Because, the only way we'll have to talk about it is if it goes bad. That's when it'll be talked about. As long as it goes where it's supposed to go, we'll be all right.
What's these advantages?
Now, some of the things that I love about us, man, number one, I think we will be stopping the run. I think that we'll be able to stop their run. I question, if we're healthy and we're fully committed, can they stop our running attack? Like, when you look at our the way that we played, especially this last game, and you look at the Falcons and how they've been playing in particular against the run, part of their issue is they're not that good up front. They don't have guys that are just kicking butt, winning the line of scrimmage. Some of the issues that we complained about a year ago for our offensive line, and how this year at times we're like, nah, man, look, we can highlight some of these plays where they're moving people. They struggle with that. I don't think they're going to be able to stop our rushing attack regardless of who we put back there. I just worry about our level of commitment depending on the personnel. I still feel like we're going to be able to run the ball because of the guys up front. But coaching-wise, you know how these coaches get, man. I've been in these stadiums, dude. They get weird at times. If it's Najee and Benny, I think they feed them. And these dudes have a long, long Sunday. I worry, though, if we go small ball, will we commit to that? But either way, I do feel like we should have a big advantage in terms of us being able to run the ball on them. The next thing, though, I feel like our receivers should have a good day. Talking about George Pickens and Deontay Johnson. I know A.J. Terrell's a heck of a player. Don't get it twisted. He is. But to me, I'm like, do I think George Pickens can win on that? Yes, I do. Do I think in terms of Deontay off the line of scrimmage can win and create separation? Yes, I do. Because I've seen them do it. I've seen them do it to various levels of DBs, but I just feel like they're going to be able to have that type of success. And even if you stay away from Terrell, which I'm not opposed to, you don't got to poke at it if you don't want to poke at it. I ain't tripping on it. Acknowledging it, but you ain't got to be scared of it at the same time. You ain't got to mess with it if you don't want to. I feel like you're great everywhere else, So, like I said, I definitely feel like that'd be a huge advantage. And then the last thing, and the one that is the biggest reason why I feel like we get out of this stadium, they're not going to be able to block Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt. That's really the basis of this thing, man. When it comes down to it, anytime they're going to drop back and throw this rock, it should look very identical at times to the Colts game. When you think about how the Colts offensive line would struggle to allow Matt Ryan to just sit back there. Even to what Matt Ryan was trying to be an athlete running around. I think it should look like that again this week, man. When you look at that group up front, it's going to be some issues. I think they'll have some issues protected against us, and I do feel really good about that as well, man. Yeah.
I think you laid it all out there. And just to put it lightly, I don't want to be on this energy right now.
But it's the truth. I get where you're going, but it's the truth.
I'm not concerned about this game.
I'm with it. Like,
we should manhandle them.
Not to overlook, but I get the confidence, and that's where we're like, you should feel good.
We should be able to run the ball successfully.
We should be able to, man.
Be able to pass the ball successfully. Mm-hmm. We do a really good job against these type of teams. You said it before. Every time we play the Ravens, we do a good job at containing Lamar Jackson. Mm-hmm. And this is a worse version of that. So why can't we stop this Falcons offense and their rushing attack? And then all of a sudden, if we stop that, they have to go and start passing the ball, which is not really effective either, even though that's probably our weakest part of our whole team, our secondary. But Marcus Mariota and the Falcons receivers and what they try to do,
that's probably
over
their
the top,
worst part.
Doesn't scare me at all.
But it's funny. Our secondary right now is probably the worst part of our defense, right? And when you look at their the Falcons, it's like, man, because of some of the injuries and the scheme itself, their passing attack is like not like that. It's bad at times. It is.
I want to stay humble. I want to say, hey, man, Falcons, they got good players. We got to be really concerned. Just because, sometimes when I get on this energy, I start jinxing us and stuff. But I truly feel that way about this game. We should win double digits and in a very, very, how do I want to say it, decisive fashion.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that, man, because the thing is this, and drop your score predictions in the chat as well, please. But the thing is this, man, if we play to our ability, we should win this going away. If we come out and we're shooting ourselves in the foot, they're good enough and disciplined enough to make it a coin flip. And that's the dicey part when you're watching the Falcons. Every team that they've played, you're watching them on tape and you're like, bro, how are they even in this game? But the way they'll be in it is, oh, they fumbled over here. Oh, they threw a pick over here. Oh, they gave up a big return, or they gave up a score here. Oh, it's like those type of things. And because they play disciplined enough, it allows them to just linger. So that's why for me, when I think of this matchup, I'm just like, man, this is more so about us this week than about them. Some matchups,
mirror check here.
Yeah, like some matchups you go in and you're like, man, we got to worry about Jamar Chase this week. Or, hey, man, we got Josh Allen and Diggs this week. Hey, man, we got to deal with Derrick Henry this week, Jonathan Taylor. It's like, nah, that's not the case this week. This week is more so, Deke, you do your job, I do my job. Bro, they can't stop neither one of us. We going to be good today. It's that type of vibe, man. So, like I said, I'm excited about it for us and for this stage of the season that we're in with this team.
Check.
Yeah, because we want to see, like, okay, you're getting hot now. Can you keep going with it? You've won, what, 2 out of your last 3? Can you make it 3 out of your last 4?
Yeah,
and then after that,
game
you see what I mean?
Like,
North
rival.
Can you stack another one? And that's the thing we always talked about, too, as a team. It's like, okay, you won one. Can you stack another one on top of that? And then another one and another one, because you have to stack wins at this level. Those are the teams that really do it. Man, they're constantly 3-4 in a row, 4-5 in a row, 6 in a row. You get elite, you get 10 in a row. You get double digits, Deke, that's filthy. All right, but that's how it is. Like, you want to see how many you can stack. So this is a great opportunity for them. But like I said, they're going to have to be locked in, man.
I like how you put that. We got to show ourselves we're more of this second half team that we're starting to become rather than the first half team. Because based off what I've seen these last 3 games, that's why I feel the way I do about this matchup and why the Steelers should win this one going away. Let's see if we are the second half team. And I believe we are. Like, there's nothing that has showed up over these last 3 games that makes me think, oh, we're just going to randomly revert to the first half here. Unless we do. And this is why we're calling it a mirror check, heat check type of game.
Absolutely, man.
Because if we just do some of the dumb stuff that we did in the Patriots, Jets, and Dolphins game,
they're good enough to win.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only way we could let them linger around. That's the only way I see it.
Yep. My only issue is like you just said, because we can go and look at the tape and point to examples of us doing that as a negative and then us not doing it as a positive, but all within the same season. That's what's going to make it interesting. But, man, that's why Sunday is Sunday, man. So
if we drop interceptions, we start letting them run all over the place, and we're not setting the edge and stuff.
Like,
and
the stupid stuff.
We turn the ball over on offense.
The stupid stuff.
This could be a closer game than we like and potentially a loss.
Give up a touchdown to Cordell Patterson on a return or something fluky. That's how the Colts get back into it.
Exactly.
Fluky. So, absolutely, man. But let's see. We did get some scores coming in here. All right, got Rashawn Jackson. It says 28-17 Steelers. CYTO or Saito? Keto? I don't know. But he says 24-20 or 24-10, Steelers. Knight Rider 16, 24-17 to Steelers. Jesse Miller just says Buffalo. Know how that goes. Yeah.
My burner account says 27-0 Steelers. Let's go.
There it is. DJ Stuff 81, the Beat Maker, says 28-14 Steelers.
Jesse Miller with the Falcons 3, Pittsburgh 0.
Yikes.
Oh, Sean McCartney.
Yikes.
He's not predicting this. He says someone mentioned in the chat yesterday. He said, "Loved whoever said it yesterday. 28-3."
It's
not a bad score prediction.
I thought that score was like taboo. You don't want to score 28-3, man. We was down 28-3 at one point at JMU this year. That worked out well for us.
Big comeback.
Yeah, I don't like 28-3. Leave that score alone.
Oh yeah,
man.
that was the Appalachian.
Yeah,
State
say
game,
whoa.
right?
I would say 28-3. You gotta be careful with that score, man.
Steeler Nation on fire. 33-10. Leah Warren, 21-10 Steelers.
There it is. Leah Warren, aka my Buffalo sister.
I'm seeing a lot of scores in the upper 20s for the Steelers, and the Falcons not really scoring anything over 13. That's what the chat's saying, at least.
There it is.
A lot of predictions along those lines. Rod Dulles, 28-6.
We did get a couple, or at least I saw one. I thought it was two. Oh, it was a repeat. All right, so you saw the Jesse Miller one. We also had Jenny Pickle, a.k.a. Ryan Leaf Jr., says the score is going to be 17-7 Atlanta.
Come on.
That's what he says, man. That's what he says.
Yeah, I'm starting
Batman
to lose my fanhood of Big Noriega, too.
Batman said it feels like a trap game to him. That's what he says.
Now Jenny Pickle's saying is 28-6 Atlanta.
He's coming around then. All right.
No, he's going in the worst
I thought
direction.
he was going for us. All right. MPCP says 13-9. Ugly game for both offenses, but he doesn't specifically say who is getting the dub. So we'll just err on the side of Steelers. All right.
Lamar Jackson, 32-17 Steelers.
Okay.
Colton Troy Fu, 18-6 Steelers.
I like it. All right, so I'll drop mine because I did look at his 502. I actually got to get on ready to call him up. But I'll go first on my score prediction.
Sure.
I do feel good this week, man. A lot of the things that we've already been saying, I think follow suit. I think that they're going to have some issues stopping our rushing attack, and I think that we will be able to win up front because games where we have the advantage in the D-line, in the trenches, D-line, offensive line, we just play a lot better. We're able to control the pace of the game. We're able to just dictate a lot more. And I feel like this is one of those prime matchups for us where we have the competitive advantage in the trenches. I feel like we're going to score this week too, man. We'll keep the trend going. We've had, 20 points, 30 points, 24 points, right? I have it 27-18 Steelers. Feel like they'll definitely be able to score. I do feel like we will give up some nonsense at some point in time.
You got a safety happening or something? Bro,
I don't know.
18?
No, I don't know how it works out, but, bro, I just feel like, we're going to get something janky going on, man. Yeah, it's always something janky going to happen. So I feel like, we will do something to allow them to stick around, but I don't necessarily almost like to the Colts extent, but not as dicey as that second half got. But it will feel a little bit like that where we're like, we're in control.
Still learning to win.
Yeah, we're in control, but we're going through some growing pains. We're going to come in here on Monday, and we're going to be like, yo, man, he balled. Oh, he did some good things. But he also did some of that right there. Hey, defense did it. Well, they also did some of that right there. But we're going to all feel good about it, though. And that's the thing that, like I said, man, for us, I just think this team is ready to take that step, and this is a part of it. You have to learn to win, but these are games specifically that you have to learn to come in here and operate with a certain level of efficiency just because you are the A team in this matchup right here, man. You got to operate like that, period.
I'm going to keep it simple. This is the game the Steelers elevate. Rest of the league, after this one,
put them on notice.
Take note. They do. They start writing in their notepads. Steelers, watch out.
Better put some respect on them, baby.
We run the ball. Pickett lights it up. Multiple touchdowns this game. Should have had multiple touchdowns over these last 3 games.
Absolutely.
There's been some drops that have happened. So let's not act like those touchdown predictions that I've been talking about haven't been valid.
Yeah.
It's been there, and it's going to really happen this game. At least 2 or 3 for Pickett. And our defense shuts them down. Mariota, he does nothing against us. We stop their run game. We have one of the best rush defenses in the league. I don't see how that's stopping this week either, even though they have their little RPO game, and that's their identity and stuff. We're gonna
their best Russian attack is gonna be the first 2 possessions. After that, I anticipate this becoming like boring in terms of like when we watch their offense. I feel like the first 2 possessions, the speed of it could get you a little bit seeing it in person, but after that, I'm like, man, I don't see how they have continued success against our defense with that offense right now, man.
Matthew Wright, the real Matty Ice,
Ooh.
goes down to Atlanta, shows them what the real Matty Ice actually looks like. Drain some field goals, 100%.
Okay.
Falcons get 10 points.
Give me 10.
We drop a 30 to 10.
We've been flirting with it.
We've
had multiple opportunities to put up 30, so it's not. Yeah.
I don't see this offense getting stopped.
Well, they started out 4 out of 5 in terms of scoring drives last week. Might as well replicate it, improve it, keep going up.
8675319 says, "Oh wow, okay." His username's that song 8675319.
I was like, why does that sound like a song?
He says, "Call the shutout, Deke." I was about to. I'm not even gonna front. I was about to.
What's up, then, Deke? Scare money don't make no money, man. What's happening?
I don't want to do that.
What's happening?
Right,
so you
I
live
don't want to do that.
So you living in your fears? You gonna live in your fears?
I'm not.
You live in your fears, Deke?
I'm not.
Deke, you can't live in your fears with Bills on and Steelers. That's Pirates hat, but either way, I got you.
I didn't want to do that to us today.
You sure? Okay.
We're a young team.
Scared?
No, I'm not scared at all. No.
So what you saying then?
It's just a young team.
I heard a person once say age ain't nothing but a number.
It's just a young team. I don't want to be putting these extra
so that means you ain't got nothing to be scared of.
Extra hype around. No.
You ain't got nothing to be scared of, baby.
No. Sometimes it's better to be quiet and fly under the radar. That's what I want this team to be doing right now.
Yeah. I guess.
I think this is the right time to be flying under the radar, not to be going off the rails or anything. We still got to stay humble with it because we did let the Colts get back in last game.
We did.
And we almost blew it. Even though that game, I felt like we should have blown them out after how that was going in the first half.
That is very accurate, yes.
So, no. Fly under the radar. I am confident, though. I think we're going to drop 30. Maybe the Falcons get 10 on us or something, but this is going to be a very convincing one.
Yeah. Fair enough, then. Fair enough. I like it there. So your final score was 30-10.
30-10.
All right, you got 30-10. I said 27-18. Both for the good guys. So let's get it, baby. Let's get it. All right. So I will go ahead and get this dialed up. And it'll be good to roll. Sound good to you? All right. Especially since I just looked, I was like, oh, man, it's about to be 5:10. Boy, I'm wild. Not that I'll be minding myself, but I'll be fat and having a little fun, you know. It's because Deke got all this Bill stuff on today, bro.
I can see why people are hating on Big Noriega. Here's what he says. We
Oh,
need
Lord.
to lose. He says, F the playoff run. We need an early first round pick. See,
I can see that
he's
being an
losing
issue.
me now. He's losing me. I don't want to hear that.
We'll get to him in a little bit. We'll get to him. Hello. Is that him?
Go.
Is that man right there? Okay. That's him, ladies and gentlemen. Steelers alumni, West Virginia Mountaineer alum. More importantly, my lockup mate. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Steelers linebacker Terence Garvin. Man, I ain't talked to you in a minute, bro. You always my locker mate. You know that, man.
The locker mate is my favorite title.
That's forever your title when we intro.
Yeah.
Just to let them know, man. This ain't no regular. Nah, this deeper than that. All right.
And just to go back, I'm the camp locker mate and the NC locker mate.
You've seen a lot. You've been for a lot. You've been around.
If you
You've been around for a while. You've been around.
If
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If you really want to get deep, I was in there when the wooden lockers.
That you do that now. That you start doing that. Don't you start doing all that now. You telling them a lot now. You talking. I like it
they
though.
They don't know nothing about them wooden lockers in the middle.
They ain't a part of that. They don't know about all that. It's a lot that they're learning about. But first off, bro, we got to catch up, man. How were you feeling Monday night? Steelers taking care of business against those Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, I thought they played well. I thought they put on a nice show on Monday night. You know, it was a win. You know, it's hard to win in this league.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a good win. You feel me? They played well in the fourth. They did what they had to do. I thought they played a good game. I really did. I thought they played a good game. I think that's the team. I think you're starting to see the gel. You're starting to see the chemistry. You know, pick it to pickings. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I'm a fan. I like them. I like both of them. Did you
say H2P at the end of that when you said you like them? I
never said that.
I was just checking. It sounded like you said H2P when you said I like them. I'm sorry.
The words I can't say, I'm not allowed to say. You know.
Family friendly. I got you.
But yeah, I don't know. I said my vote.
Lose him.
Oh, I think I lost him. Or did he lose me? I don't know. Let me see.
Damn.
Right in the middle of him. Hey, man.
Someone take him out because he was
Hey, man,
talking highly about a Pitt
see
player
it, right?
or something.
They was like, yo, did you
Please leave your message for...
he calling back there. Yeah, I'll wait for him.
He's back?
I thought it was. It was a Bills notification. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I started smiling, too. I got super excited. I was like, yo, what did it say? Yeah, it was talking about win probability and all that good stuff. You know the usual.
Damn.
They always win probability. Oh.
What's it at?
A lot to a little. You know how that go. All right, let me try to call. Bang. Hey, now they said that somebody took you out because you was talking too nicely about Kenny Pickett. That's what I heard, bro. They said it was sniper gang, bro. Somebody got you, man.
Did they cut the camera on me? They pulled the plug on me?
They said he said what? He was over here talking about a Pitt player positively? Oh no, he got to get got. That's what it sounded like, man.
Let me get back to reality. Let me tighten up.
Yeah.
I thought my vote was after the bye week that they was turned into. You would start to see who they're going to grow into.
Yeah.
And I stand on that. I think that's what you're slowly seeing more and more. You can see that timing.
Mm-hmm.
It was a play. It was a big third down. And Pickett threw it. Pickens kind of slid and he tried to catch it. He dropped it. A big third down. You remember that?
Yep.
And then you can see later on in the game they had something in the end zone. He brought him back and he hit it. You know what I mean? Those it seems like, but those are little things. That's timing. That's connection. That's communication. That's just chemistry.
No, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
It was a catch on the sideline, a pretty catch. You know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Back shoulder. Yep.
Back shoulder. That's all. That's timing and chemistry. Don't think that's an in-game rep. That's a Tuesday at the facility rep. That's a Monday at the facility.
TG, you pulling that curtain back on them. See, they thought they just show up on Sunday and Monday, and it just shows up like that, man.
No. That's a after practice rep. You know, so I just think you're starting to see some of the reps, some of those two inches, some of those inches that you need. You're starting to see them show up on the field a little bit on game day. So I just think that's what's happening. I think you know who your guy is. You're starting to see that. I think you'll see that connection just continue to grow. That's what I see coming. I think they're going to be a nice little duo, though. I think that's going to be a nice little something for a couple years to come. I really do.
Well, obviously, I'm with you. Excited what I'm seeing from Pickett. Obviously, Pickens, the offense is moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
But
I'm nervous anytime he started off agreeing with you. You know that.
I'm really interested in your take on this stuff.
It just makes me
nervous.
nervous.
I never want him to agree with me.
I'm like, where we going? Where we going? Let's go.
All right, you ready?
The fact that he said he liked it, I don't even like it.
Here we go. Let's get it.
Listen, you were the one bringing up the Najee Harris trade rumors.
Oh, Lord. He
trade
going
talk.
there. Oh, Lord. Here we go.
We saw what happened with the run game when he went down with injury. If you're the coach, is there a running back controversy? You saw Benny Snell and Anthony McFarland.
They said that Benny Snell football.
I thought you was trying to say something else. I was about to
No.
I think he's saying what you
gave you. I thought he gave you everything.
Okay.
That Najee gives you.
So,
no disrespect. I love Najee. I think he's a great person, man. You feel me?
Deke, he picking up what you putting down is what it just sound like right there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking.
That's what it sound like right there.
He's an elite person, you know.
Time out. Did you just say time out? Wait,
Mexico.
TG, did you just specifically say I think he's a great person? Is that what you said? Did you reference his community engagement? Is that what you referenced?
I think he's a great dude. Wow. I think you get nothing better than that.
Wow.
I think he's a big body. I think he's a big boy. I just think in the year of 22, 23, 6'3", 240, that big target, unless you build a whole team around it, it's not it no more. No disrespect. I love his game, but it's just not it no more. Yeah. You know, it's just not it no more. Or you build around that, you know. If you look at what the Cowboys were a few years ago, they got Zeke, but they had a line just for Zeke.
Yeah. Talk about Tennessee. Yep.
Yeah. The Titans have Derrick Henry, but they have a line that's built for Derrick Henry. You know?
Yeah.
I think you got Najee, and you bought Najee in the first, so you said, I love you, that's my wife, but then you went and got a quarterback right next to it. It's like, no, That's not what those teams had.
Yeah.
You know, you got to think. I believe when Zeke came, Dak came that same time.
Yeah, but
Dak
was the fourth. Yeah.
Dak was a late guy, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tennessee's been trying to find a guy. They're still looking for it. They're still trying to make sure.
Even
So
Minnesota with the Vikings, they went O-line. They've been doing that. Obviously, was it Christian Durasol? He's up there. So yeah, they do that. Yeah.
They got Captain Kirk in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So it's kind of like, I just feel like the philosophy of that big back. I never wanted to feel like I'm coming at him. I think he's a good player. I think he's a great person, great human. You know?
Good player, great person. I can't stand you. It's not a shot. It's just the us knowing the business side of it. It's like, bro, that ain't what you ever want to be called, man. That ain't good for that side, man.
Parentheses.
It's not a shot.
Omega Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
Hold on. Parentheses. Shout out Omega Sci-Fi.
Oh,
I'm a member
Lord,
of
here
Omega
you go.
Sci-Fi.
Here he go.
And we having certain little words that if you know, you know. So in the frat right now, this football frat, still a moment. You know.
It's certain things you don't want to be attributed to you when they're describing you. Great person.
Person.
Community figure. Hey. Father figure. Hey, man. Stand up guy. Yeah, that's not what you need, man. Nah.
Yeah.
It's a part of the story, but that's not what you want to be what they lead off with. Yes.
You gotta have some of those. You gotta have those in the building.
Yeah.
You know.
It's balance. It's balance, man. Yeah.
But just for where they're at right now, I just personally, I stand on it. I would have put that on the block. I would have tried to go get me a.
So to piggyback on what Deke asked, then where do we go from here? Because you have a Benny Snell who came out there and played the way that he did. Now, granted, Benny Snell, his career here in Pittsburgh hasn't been the most successful in terms of him exclusively at running back, but we're seeing him have, like I said, come off of a really good game. How do you
know who I
manage
really
that?
like?
All right, let me hear it.
You know who I really like? And this might be personal preference. It's not Benny, the other Pierce.
No, you're talking about Warren, 30, right?
30 or McFarland. You're talking about McFarland from last game.
Oh, McFarland. Okay,
I really like him quietly.
Yeah.
Quietly. I think you get him in a compliment. I think you might have something. You keep him fresh enough to get you a couple runs. He got that Tony Pollard to me. He's just I'm not giving him Tony Pollard.
No, I'm with you though, yeah.
He got that skill set. Like, he can hurt you. He's dangerous. He'll come out on a wheel route. And that might be
and that's what he was drafted for. Was it 2 years? This is third year here now, right?
Yeah,
it's third year now. But he's been injured, practice squad, and that's part of the reason why we haven't seen a lot of him. But yeah, he's more than capable of that. He's supposed to have the role that 30 has, Jalen Warren. But Jalen,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just more saying what I'm seeing. I can see.
So you like McFarland, but you like McFarland the best out of all of them right now. Is what you're saying?
It's a personal thing for me. Maybe it's just what I see, but I like how he hits the holes. I like his vision. I like his speed. I love his speed. I think
is scary at this level. Speed kills, man. Yeah.
I think he has the ability to push a pile a little bit. I like him. I really do. I watched him. I like him. I like how Benny Snell played. Yeah, it was a Showtime game. It was a Monday night, and it was the Colts. I put all that into the equation.
It matters, yeah.
It matters, but at the same time, I just think you can plug and play in that position. I think that's what shows you. It continuously shows you. Like, you see, you can put a Benny Snell in there. Go give me 3-4 yards. Because in reality, all we need is 3 yards if we're really being honest.
Now, does that dynamic work because you have a Benny or a Najee, or do you think you could do it without those dudes? Because, I know with me and Deke, when we've talked about it.
Yeah, we were talking about giving the workload to Jalen Warren maybe this week because Najee's dealing with an injury. He did not practice, and then Benny Snell just popped up with a knee injury. He was limited.
So then it's the whole dynamic of, are you going to roll then? How confident do you feel with a backfield that is just Jalen Warren and Anthony McFarland? You know what I mean? Like, do you still feel good about that, or who? Because I still think you need a power. I feel like we're missing a element of that.
What is a power to you though? What's a power?
Like, I think of like when you look at Benny Snell, right? You look at Najee Harris. We talk about that same 3-yard run, but that 3-yard run with him falling on you is a lot different than that 3-yard run and I'm knocking McFarland back or I'm knocking Jalen Warren backwards.
100%.
Yeah. So that's what I mean, like that dynamic, that power back that gives you one element, but then I also have my speed sky guy.
I don't feel like they're power backs. As crazy as that sounds, like they don't just give me power backs. They're big backs.
Yeah.
That's not a power back.
Okay, I see the dynamic. Yeah,
I've never seen any of them run anybody over. No disrespect, I haven't seen that quite yet.
But
I've
some
seen
of it is
Najee
because of
Harris.
lack of intent. I feel like with
No,
Najee at times it's been the lack of intent. It's been come on, bro. You don't.
Then that's who you are.
But if it's an intent thing, I'm like, yo, you can fix intent. I can just tell you, hey, and we've seen Najee at times where it's like, all right, he was doing the spinning, jumping over people, and then it was like, all right, I'm just gonna run at you. That's intent. So yeah, it's like that's kind of bruising.
But even in running at him, I don't see people just go back like on their back. I see a lot of we're going to the side. I see a lot of.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen him run anybody smooth over. I haven't seen that quite yet.
Okay.
I haven't.
We've seen the stiff arm. We've seen the stiffy. We haven't seen just the lower the boom on somebody. What you're saying?
I don't label Derrick Henry a power back.
No, he's just a dope back, but he's also powerful though. That's the other thing. Like you see him take pals, move him. Yeah.
But he's not a power back.
Who's a power back?
Know?
Yeah, so I'm trying to think.
I think he would be my definition of a power back right now, at least.
Like in 2022, what is your version of a power back versus like a speed back there?
Okay. Let me give you a speed back is Christian McCaffrey.
Fair, yeah.
Speed back is
where do you throw Saquon?
Saquon is quietly powerful. Saquon's a complete back.
Fair. Okay, complete. Okay.
Saquon can run past you, run over you. He breaks a lot of tackles.
Leonard Fournette. Shout out to Ray Martinez, by the way. Leonard Fournette. What about him? Power?
That's a good one.
Leonard Fournette's a power back. He'll run you over and start laughing. He's a power back.
No, he definitely will do that. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
If you don't bring the right decision, it might.
Yeah. He's definitely, but he's fat. It's weird. You're right. He's definitely.
You better have your mind right.
He's trying to run through you. He wants to create contact. Yeah.
What's my man name in Green Bay? He's a power.
Dillon. Yeah. AJ Dillon. Yeah. Okay.
Come with your mind right.
Okay.
Come with your mind right.
Marshawn, yeah.
Marshawn Lynch was a power back. AP was a power back.
Okay, I see how I say you're classifying it now.
I'll even go here, bro. Okay. I'll go here. Le'Veon was a power back. Le'Veon will run you over.
He would. He was based off of the power, but that's what made the dead leg so filthy. Because you gotta respect the power. Absolutely.
He started jumping over.
Absolutely.
People was like, man, I'm on the knees.
When it's set up off that power, it's a game changer. You're right. But see, that's how I look at Derrick Henry also, because I don't feel like Derrick is just trying to bounce out and then go. I think he sets it up off of the power early, and then that's when he gives you that. That's kind of how I looked at it.
I think I would put Derrick Henry as almost like a small back. Derrick Henry's trying to run past you.
Man, I feel like he runs past guys because guys are scared to hit him at times, man. You be seeing them dudes.
I don't see the business decisions with Derrick Henry.
Man, it's not a business decision. I feel like he forces the action, and they make it look like, all right, I'm going to just not read it as fast as I could. Like that's kind of how I look at it at times when I see him, and that's how he'll stiff arm a dude because they doing what? Not trying to shoot. They staying up high like, oh, what's he gonna do? Oh, he's stiff arm. Like that's how I look at it because they're deciding. They're not just shooting at him and just saying, hey, I'm going to get you because he has that power, because he can run you over. But I just think they're more intimidated by him because number one, he passes the eyeball test a lot more than any of them other backs that we named, right? All those other guys is like, man, they're crazy powerful, but they're not physically where you're looking at them like, bro, this dude looks freakish. We both have seen what Derrick Henry looks like. It's like, yo, that don't look normal at times. For a linebackers like us, we ain't tripping. But a DB or safety, nah, man, they be double second guessing that thing at times, man.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll take that. I think, but I don't.
But yeah, so now when I think of Najee, though, Najee doesn't fit that.
I'm with you.
Okay.
The only reason I don't feel like a power back has to be that big is because I think like Cam Akers is a power back. You see what I mean? And I think he'll run you over in that little stature. So I disagree with the whole Derrick Henry thing. I'm with you, but I don't think people look at that. You know, I just think that hits the whole.
So Dalvin Cook, what do you classify him as then?
I was gonna say I think Dalvin Cook is a sneaky power back.
Okay, we're on the same page. I was like, yo, he's definitely a power back. If that's how you classify Cam Akers, all right.
Cam Akers is a power back.
Okay.
Cam Akers are run you over.
Okay, because yes, that makes sense then. All right, because I would say Dalvin Cook is definitely just like a better version of Cam Akers to me. I'm like, that's the same
Dalvin
style
Cook
of
will run
game.
you over.
Yeah, he trying to run. He trying to hit you. Yeah.
If you don't put your pads on that, I'm running through that.
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
That's interesting. Okay.
Definitely.
So that's why you're not even tripping on it, regardless, because of how you already view Najee in that element. Okay.
If I'm Pittsburgh, I'm gonna keep it on the shelf a little bit. I'm not gonna just let you keep seeing it. And then this summer, I'm gonna.
So you really moved on, is what you like? You're done. You said I'm gonna put it on the shelf to preserve it. You don't need to look at this any longer. Like.
But I never loved it though.
No, this is true. No, I'm with you. I know. I definitely.
That's why we wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
I never loved it. Like day one, I was like, I don't understand it. Like it's a beautiful looking, it's beautiful looking, but it don't do nothing for you, Like,
No, I'm with you. I get what you're saying, and that's
shout out all the bottle girls out here. It's like, it's pretty looking, it's beautiful looking. It don't do nothing for you.
Only you just dropping these references. I'm like, why do I gotta be the one that gets this? Oh, why do I get this? I hate the fact that I get all the references, man. There you go. All right, I get what you're saying. Jeez. All right.
What a time. But yeah, I take my time on it. I let it keep taking its time getting healthy. I wouldn't let it get too beat up, but I wouldn't show it too much either. I give it flashes. You know what I mean? Split zone. Keep split zone in it.
Well, because we was talking with me and Deke. We were talking and we were saying how this is how it all starts. Hey, Najee, because you're a little banged up, we're gonna have a little package designed for both Benny and Jalen this week. All right, it's not a shot at you. We just want to protect you. Okay.
We want to protect you.
We just want to protect you. And then because they have success, oh hey man, look, it worked last week, man. We just gonna roll with it again. Just give a little bit more time, all right? But don't trip.
Put another 2-3 plays.
Yeah, that's it. Just expand it a little bit. Yeah. Then he comes back and says, all right, we want to just 50-50 this up just a little bit. Just we're thinking long term for you, man. We need you for the postseason.
You come out on third down and you got first and second down.
That's all. We want to keep you fresh. We want to keep you fresh. Keep you fresh. It's always sounding like they're helping you out.
We're helping you out. We're going to keep you on third down. We don't really need you on third. We're going to keep you fresh. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
This is what we're going to do. Now you on the trade block. Now it's on Sports Center that breaking news.
Hey.
That's how I go, man.
Deke, have you crossed over to the to the moving them? Or just are you to the point of I want to entertain the other options?
It's really interesting. Because I'm kind of with TJ. You've heard me talk about it earlier in the podcast whenever we were.
I be feeling like I'm an outlier at times, man. When y'all talking, I'm like,
I actually feel like we can have success in the running game with any one of these dudes. The tough part with Najee is he has looked like, given his opportunities, he has looked like the worst running back
of the group.
The group right now, just straight eye test, just straight explosiveness. It's weird because he had such a good rookie year. I do think he's maybe a little bit more powerful than what we're talking, just with the stiff arm, and I think he can have dudes fall off him. Now, I guess it just all depends on your definition of power.
And he hasn't been, or from their words, he hasn't been 100% healthy.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
So I also consider that.
But just the thought of a first-round running back, it is kind of playing out where, man,
are you here?
Can kind of plug and play.
Deke, are you hearing that? That's that. If you out there, you healthy. That's what that sounds like.
Can I ask a question?
Oh Lord.
At 6'3", 240,
chill, bro.
this big body, how much healthy do you think he gonna be? He's getting red dotted. Like people see that and they target and they hit that. You don't miss that. That's why he got to jumping and cutting and spinning, and then y'all got mad at him. And then he went back head first, and now he's out another 2 weeks. That's a tough life, bro. It's a tough life. You got to jump and cut.
They didn't red dot that boy. Nah, I mean, he takes some shots. He does. He
takes shots that you don't see.
Yeah.
It's a lot of them internal, them little.
Yeah.
That's my rib. Ooh, I felt that. It's a lot of bottom of the pile. That ankle still getting twisted. Get up. Okay. Them Knicks add up. Them Knicks add up. You know?
Now I feel like I'm just trying to figure out what is next then with this scenario. Like, geez, I know you're seeing you're moving them. Like, Lord.
It's going to be interesting because he has been DNP these
yeah.
last 2 days.
It's going to be super interesting, man.
So if he can't play
and for that money start kicking
this new combo of running back, whatever it is, if it's Warren, if it's McFarland, if it is Snow coming off this injury, if that combo of running backs again puts together an awesome performance against the Falcons, it's going to be more and more an interesting question of like how do we handle this going forward,
bro? I'm just saying, like, bro, I think you get to the summer, you shopping.
What do you do this year?
Because you said something important, though. I heard you when you said you want to do it before the money starts to kick in. We know with them being the first round.
Money starts to kick in.
Yeah. We know once you start getting to the fourth year, let alone that fifth year option and how they determine that, that's when it gets a little bit more pricey. Yeah.
Now you can't shop them. It's too far gone. And the sad part is if you look at that free agent market for running backs this summer, you can get something nice.
I mean, there's a lot of options out there for the free agency this year. But how much are you willing to pay for that either? Because I see your Miles Sanders, I see your Josh Jacobs, I see those type of dudes.
I'm not saying you got to do that.
Okay.
But you can go get a quiet dude like a Mike Davis who was with the Falcons last year that runs real
Mike
hard.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? You see what Seattle was up there doing? Like, you can go get a guy and put a guy here. You know? There's some boys coming out from college this year. You can go get a guy and put a guy here. You see it? And put a guy. I don't know.
I get all of the replacements. I get all of these what we do to replace it, but I'm just saying the piece itself that I don't know. I don't the movement of it in terms of shopping it and the compensation to come back. I don't see how that works out in a way that the Steelers are gonna feel good about it. That just seems like I think that's a tough ask, man.
Think so?
Like, what are you?
I don't
getting
think we're
back
getting.
for
I don't
him?
think we're getting more than a 4th round pick.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you can't let it go for a 4th.
So what are we doing? Because that's how I see. TG, are you giving up a? Are you giving up a 3rd for that? Are you giving up a 2nd for that?
You're asking me though.
I'm asking you.
I wouldn't. I'm not drafting that.
And how did and what do GMs be thinking when they talk running backs?
Yeah, defensive running back.
Come
defensive
on.
Linebacker.
Yeah, they man.
I mean, offensive linebacker.
That's it. Yeah.
I can get a guy.
Offensive inside linebacker specifically. Like you can replace that plug and play, right?
Really getting weird. I'll get an athlete. I'll get my best athlete.
Okay.
And I'll put you back here.
Okay, which we've seen teams do that. Absolutely.
Cordell Patterson.
I'm
gonna get my best athlete. I'm gonna put you back here, bro, and I'm gonna get you the ball. What are we doing? What are we doing? You know? I think they got a lot of questions they got to answer this summer. You know, I think that's
I just don't see how they move on from it to that level when you're not gonna unless Omar Khan can find a fool. And granted, fools are born every day, so you never know, man. Maybe he can find somebody out there that will give up. I don't think
it's a fool, though. I don't think it's a fool. I think it's a ready-made team. I think it's scary to send it in the same conference, but I think you send it to somewhere like Buffalo. You see what they asking about. Somebody that just want a piece and go ahead and finish what they started. And you'd be like, give me your draft. Give me your draft. And give me one of them. You know what I mean?
Oh no, bro. Oh no.
I just gave you a suitor for it because you
didn't though. No, because for the Bills, they need a little bit more of the athlete stuff that we talking about. That's why they went and got a Naheem Hines. They was like, let me do that. I already got a Singletary. I got I need athlete. I need speed. I want you spacey. Yeah.
I think they cleared that out for him though. I think that's an upgrade of all that. I think you cleared out for him.
But they brought in James Cook last year. They brought in James Cook in free in the draft this year as well.
I think you get more out of him than James Cook right now, out of what they could do. It's just the right package. It's a fit for him. I'm not saying he's a bum. He's still 6'4", 240.
Right.
And running. But I'm just saying the team's not built.
But you don't think that could work here if we really commit to that approach?
Yeah, but that's going to take a few years. And by that time, he'll be beat up.
Okay.
It's interesting.
This is why we don't like running backs like that, man. It makes it very difficult. It's very touchy to handle these scenarios. Gosh.
By the time you get what you need for him, he's beat up and you found another. Somebody sparked it. somebody's came and ran behind this line that you built, and he's healthy and he's hitting the holes. This boy's already a little bit beat up, and I'm not taking no shots at him once again, bro.
No. We're just talking. Yeah.
Yeah, I just got to keep pre-referencing. I think he's a great dude. Yeah. I'm just saying. I think by the time you get the fruits of the labor that you try to build for him, he's too beat up for that.
Almost like what you're seeing with Zeke right now, right?
Yeah. Tony Pollard's hitting them holes.
Oh, no. It's night and day. You watch Pollard get that rock, you watch Zeke, you're like, hold on, bro. Hold on. Why we still giving this one a rock, man? Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Fair enough.
If you really be real, if you think about that line that Le'Veon ran behind, that line was elite.
Oh, no, facts. We already said that. Them and Dallas were 1 and 2. Like, however you want to slice it, but that was an elite time right there. Absolutely.
That line was built to run the ball.
Yeah.
That you could say, all right, Le'Veon, don't worry about it.
And we built it. And think about it. It was multiple years, right? You took a Pouncey. You took a DeCastro. You know what I mean? Like, a Gill still earlier. It's like, yeah.
Come on.
You bring in some Pete, and then you just plug and play. Okay, it was a Beachman at first. Then it was an Al over here. You got a Moon. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
That's a big line. And it's moving stuff. And they know each other, and they love each other, and they're mean.
Yeah.
Them boys will whoop you out there.
Oh, no, facts. That was a game. We know that. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, he don't have that. By the time you build that and you hit and miss on a couple and all that, this guy's too beat up for that. You won't see the, you can't see the fruits of that.
Well, this makes this a lot interesting. It's going to be fun to follow it, though. Absolutely.
Yeah, because this game could change things one
way or another.
Like, if Najee can't play this game and then we have some running back problems, though, we're like, oh, damn, we needed Najee. Right. He provides at least some security.
If they go out there and ball.
This game's interesting.
If these running backs go out here and ball this week.
It all plays out and who ends up playing and who's injured and whatnot.
But I think you're looking at it. You're looking at it from production standpoint of what's happening right now. Like, oh,
you look at big picture.
Yeah, I'm talking about the whole thing. Talking about,
I get you. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about that just isn't the like. I don't know if the flow is.
I think what you're talking is just more off-season talk.
Yeah.
As opposed
I'm
to
just
now.
saying, like, I'm saying right now, I think you're trying to win. If but I think because I think they're always looking at the bigger picture. I just don't think you rush them back to all type of situations. I think whenever you can rest them, you rest them. I don't think he has to take every carry in there. I think you keep slowly kind of calming them down, but you get those big runs. You get them big runs on tape. You let people see that he can bust on you, and you trade it.
Okay. Well, it's not far-fetched because that's the thing. It's just different in Steeler terms, but league-wide, that's very much common practice in terms of moving and shaking. Like, it ain't nothing foreign to that level. So I definitely get what you're saying, though. Dang. But no, like I said, I like this, though. This is going to be definitely fun to continue watching this, and partly it's because of the door that Najee did open. That's the other part. This is not a shot at him. This is just, cause and effect, so to speak, man. But we do have this game coming up on Sunday, and we have been flirting with it, talking about this running back matchup. But how are you feeling as a whole about this matchup? Because you were predicting that the Steelers were going to go on a run, get hot coming out the bye. They are sitting at 2 wins out of the 3 games they played out of the bye. So, yeah. How you feeling this week, man?
Here they come. I think it's another win to come this week.
Okay. So you ain't worried about Marcus Mariota? Is that what you're telling me, man?
No, I'm not really big on those. I'm not really big on the Falcons. Like, they don't move me. I know it's in Atlanta. I just don't think none of that.
That's a home game, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like
we're gonna have like 60-70%.
That's a crib game.
But Atlanta's one of those spots people love to play in Atlanta. First of all, you're inside.
Yeah,
you're comfortable.
It's beautiful.
Good.
It's the A.
Come
on, man.
That future in the air, you playing them Hendricks.
Hey, when they play that future in the A, oh man, it hit different in the A. Deke.
You ready to play?
Deke, it hit different when you hit future in the A. It hit way different. Just throwing it out there.
It's different. I think this is a big game this week. I think they win this. I think they go win this. They win this week. You got to think. So what? Coming out the bye, they had the Saints, then the Bengals, and the Colts, right?
Yep.
They beat the Saints, they beat the Colts, and they lost to the Bengals by 7.
Yep.
So they're playing better football.
Scoring
they're
more points,
come
man.
The Falcons.
All 3 of those games,
they
20-plus
Baltimore
points.
Next week, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Baltimore comes to town. Baltimore's coming here as well, so, yeah.
This is a big one. He go get this one, get that momentum going in next week. Win that one now, that look like a whole new team. You see it?
Yeah.
Come on. He gonna win this week.
So I'm
He's gonna come out locked in.
What's your score
I think
prediction?
that defense is playing better. I think it's attacking. I think he'll win this week.
Now, Deke asked you the score prediction. I have a follow-up after the prediction as well.
Yeah.
So what you got for your score prediction, though?
Give me 20, 23, 24-14 Pittsburgh.
Oh, 24-14? Okay. Double-digit dub. All right.
Yeah, defense plays good. They hold him pretty tight. This not really. I think he'll scheme him up. I think he'll give Mariota some stuff.
Okay.
He'll throw some picks out there this weekend.
All right.
Or he'll try to take off that spy to jump on him. That won't work. He'll try to run that zone read. That's dead. That's not going to work. It's too fast out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't see them winning that. They don't have the personnel, and they're beat up over there. I think with one of them just hit IR over there. Big receiver, right?
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts did. Was it Pitts?
Yeah.
I don't think London's going too crazy over there.
Nah, he ain't been doing nothing this year to that extent. Yeah.
They're not. It's not there quite yet. Still got some work to do. So I think this is a must win.
Okay.
This isn't a winnable game. It's a must win for Steeler Nation this week.
All right. So the final one that I have, because we both, in terms of me and Deke, we kind of follow suit with that. We both got them taking care of business as well. I did have to ask you this because with the fans, in the chat, we have a little bit of a civil war, so to speak. You have one faction that feels like we need to not worry about winning games so we can have better draft position. You have the other side that says, man, you're supposed to try to win every game you could win. You need to learn a lot, figure out what we got at the end of this thing, and then go from there. Where do you fall in this situation? Oh, he done hung up again. See?
Wow.
See? I knew it, man. I knew it. Every time now he calling right back. All right.
Terence Garvin.
Dang, you gonna hang on me again? That's
You done banged on me
crazy,
again.
bro. 2 times?
That's
I was over
crazy.
here having your back. You 2 times?
You see me
That's
locking in. I'm dropping too many
crazy.
nuggets. I'm
That's
just dropping too many
crazy.
nuggets.
Dang, go on. No, I had to hang up just so that way if, Najee was like, yo, man, why you ain't stand up? Like, yo, look, I ain't do it all the way to the phone. It was service. Yeah, I just plausible deniability. That's all. All right, but anywho.
That is definitely the word.
Plausible deniability. But where do you
That's
fall,
definitely
though?
what happened.
Where do you fall on that thought process of, do you tank? Are you a part of that group where you start losing these for draft positioning? Or are you of the group of, nah, man, it's about winning games, it's about developing, it's about seeing what we have and what this season can still, unfold to? Like, where do you fall on that line?
We're never tanking.
Okay.
We're never tanking.
Okay.
We're not in the business of tanking. We're coming out
Okay.
here trying to win.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I felt, I was disrespectful even having to ask you that, but I felt like I needed to just ask you in the most unbiased. I didn't want to lead you one way or the other, but I definitely knew that answer. So that's really good to hear. So yeah, man.
We're out there to win every game we can win.
And actually, could you elaborate on why is that for you though? Like in terms of just that thought process of, man, competing to win versus the draft and, put all your eggs in the first round pick basket or bucket.
I think it's easy how to put it. It's mentality. It's culture. We're trying to win everything we can win. Every game is a must-win type. So it's culture. You're not trying to tank for the future. You don't even know what the future is going to hold. So I think you go out there in terms, you're trying to win everything. I think you make a couple business decisions. Yeah, like I said, you might not have this running back in on certain plays or
slight alteration. Yeah.
Johnson might not get as many screens. Like you might change a couple things like that, but no, we're still trying to win this thing.
Facts.
The whole name of the game is to win this thing.
I like it. So yeah, we all on the same page there, baby. But yeah, also, man, I did realize, man, we took up a whole bunch of your clock as well, man. So we do greatly appreciate you as always, man.
Shout out West V, man. Side
Did-
note, we got a new AB in there.
I did see
know.
that. And y'all keeping Neil Brown too, man.
Things just we got Neil still in the building.
That's what y'all gonna keep. How do you like that? I know Deke feel good about y'all keeping Neil Brown. He said he loves that idea.
I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, he said line them up. It don't matter.
What time they pull up to Morgantown next year? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Yeah, is the schedule out yet?
He got all that to say. What time
Is it a week one game again, or is it gonna be later?
I'm hoping it's prime time. Just keep me in prime time.
Check this out. When it happens, make sure you're there. Like, I'll see you in Morgantown this year. That's all y'all say. I'll see you in Morgantown. This we'll do the bet on this one. Special things happen in Morgantown. We'll see.
I'll go.
All right. My dog, always appreciate you too, man. Let's get it. My dog, man. Peace.
All right, bro. Peace.
Shout out to the locker mate right there, man. Alrighty. So yeah, man, he's pretty set on the movement from Najee. All right. I was, I didn't know if he was gonna backtrack it, go away from it. He said, "No, I'm locked in on it.
No, not at all.
This is it." He said, "I'm not even thinking on a short-term basis. It's like there's nothing that can take place on Sunday that's gonna change his opinion." And that's also he was alluding to when you're talking about, oh man, what if they ball out? It's going to dice it. Nah.
He's really confident in Snell McFarland.
Yes.
I just don't know if he remembers or was that invested the last 2 or 3 years when we experienced McFarland and Snow and had that scarring.
Because that's my thing.
So I can understand why he's all in then if he hasn't really felt that.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I
remembered exactly
that,
what happened with Snow and McFarland in the past.
Like some of that was tough.
Because I'm with him just in terms of if they run like that and how they did against the Colts, against the Falcons, or if they can continue doing that going forward, then yeah, I'm kind of with them. I'm intrigued. I personally am. I wouldn't be opposed to sitting Najee this week and seeing what Snow got, but to just be all in and because I could see the world where the running game made the same. There's a fumble or two, and we're like, damn.
And that
see, at least Najee provided that stability.
Mm-hmm.
That 1-2 punch of Najee, Jaylen Warren, even though it hasn't been perfect this year, I've wanted to see Warren more.
Mm-hmm.
We see what it looked like against the Saints and what it looked like against the Bengals. I know Warren got hurt against the Bengals, but that was still good.
He still had a couple good plays, and he picked up that third down on the right hand
side. It goes back to what you were saying
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, where I don't think that floor is bad with those two. I think we know what we're getting. Mm-hmm. And I think you have a little bit of that ceiling that I was talking about with Warren if you continue to get him the ball a little bit more. But we know what we're getting from Najee. Yeah, he's going to get you 3-4 yards. Maybe once or twice he's going to break one out for 20, throw a stiff arm here or there, but he's not going to, take one to the house or anything. But he's that steady presence, doesn't fumble the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good pass catcher.
Yeah.
Good security blanket, can block for Pickett too.
He checks a ton of boxes off, stuff.
But it's just man, if we could get Snell running like what he did against the Colts, it just looks more explosive than Najee. Yeah. We can get most of that stuff from Najee, but maybe a little bit of that X factor from Snell.
And like I said, the only reason to me that this conversation has come up is because of the lack of productivity from Najee. If Najee was playing and looking like last year, I think it's a different conversation. But when you couple that with a Benny Snell performance, Jaylen Warren, what he's been doing, Anthony McFarland and his, play on Monday night, it does make you start to wonder. And yeah, we shall see, man. Hopefully for Najee though, because I still do lean a little bit more on the health side. I think, man, for him, I don't feel like they still have really communicated to us, in terms of the public part. And they don't have to. That's not their obligation. But how serious it was for him. In the sense of
just
how
throughout the whole year.
Yeah, how it affected him in training camp. Remember how they tried to downplay? Oh, he just got stepped on. It's no, dude, this is significant. And I think it would have changed the expectations. I think it would have changed his sense of urgency of how fast he was trying to get back out there if we would actually have known it was significant. Because none of us would have been over here yo, we need him out here week 1. Or playing week 1, 2, and 3. Oh, man, he looks like, why he look like that, man? Well, man, keep playing him. If we would have known, I think it would have been just different, and it would put less pressure on him. And I don't think we would be to the point where we're at right now, where we're really having conversations about his future here outside of, the rest of this season. But because we didn't get that, partly because of how the organization communicated the injury to the public, here's where we are. And it's just man, it creates a very, non-chill vibe with this thing, man.
Well, either way,
I'm just like,
if Snell and McFarland can keep doing what they're doing, this is not a bad problem to have, considering just 3-4 weeks ago we were complaining about how bad our running game is.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden we might have 4 guys that we could lean on in some capacity.
Yeah, very true.
You know what I mean? Top 5 in rushing yards these last 3 weeks, and man, I just like the direction everything's going right now. If this is what we're talking about, you know.
No, it's a good problem to have. This what we're
right,
talking about.
as opposed to like, the play calls, the offense sucks.
Yeah. Can
we're
we
talking about
run the
like
ball?
who could be our best running back, who could
Yeah.
be our highest ceiling back, who could help this running game reach its full potential.
You see how you just lit up right there? I lit up right there with you. I'm like, you know what, Deke? You're right. This is a good problem to have, man. I like having a. It's way better to talk about that than to talk about, can Matt Canada scheme up a route? Can we just get a pass? Can we get a first down? Like, yo, we're in a good spot right now.
Don't we believe we're gonna drop over 20 points this game?
I promise I do.
Just
bro.
like we're not even thinking about it.
I
at
promise
this point.
I do, bro. I'm over here
4
like
or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It wasn't this story.
I feel like we're gonna score at least 20. I want us to get the 30 piece. I just feel like we're gonna trick it off in some point in time, and that's gonna keep us from under 30. That's what I think. But we definitely are capable of dropping 30. I feel like, especially this week, I feel like it. All right, so let's get back to some of these supers though, man.
Okay. We got a few.
Yes.
I got them all screenshotted though, I think. Farron Bradford, what y'all think of the college football playoff expansion? Love it. That's how it should be. Winner of the Big Five, all should be guaranteed locks, and then you take the rest at large. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, more opportunities are dope. Definitely like that. Worried about like some of the non-TV stuff, just like the athlete stuff. But as a whole, though, I do think this is a dope situation. Though, number one, when you talk about automatic bids for the Power Fives, great. But I also think of teams like JMU from the Sun Belt.
If you go undefeated, you actually have a chance.
Exactly. This opens up those type of doors as well. And as a team that's not Power Five, that's what you want, is just opportunity. It's like, yo, who knows? Maybe you could knock them off. No different when we talked about UCF beating teams, Boise State when they beat Oklahoma. Like, we don't know if you could do it in repeat process, but at least get an opportunity. And I do feel like with the expansion, you will get some of those matchups. I also like, I'm not sure how accurate it was, but some of the setups were showing where you would still have your top 4 seeds get a bye week, correct? Like that first.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw. And I was like, I like that because my concern is with the amount of extra games you could potentially run into. How does that work with these players in their recovery? Also, the seniors, right? Or the guys who are getting ready for the league. The further you go in there, the more games you have, the more potential risk. You think about a George Pickens, right? Tearing ACL. You think about, what was the kid out of Bama that tore his ACL last year? Mechie.
No,
it was the other one.
he did get something happened with him, but Williams.
Williams.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Jameson Williams. I don't know if is his last name Williamson or Williams. Am I that much of an idiot?
Jameson Williams. Yeah, he was the one. He tore his in the semifinal. So it's like, I think of those and I'm just like, man, this is one of them games where injuries happen. Like, you're not going to see a football game at any, especially at the professional level, where nobody gets hurt, or even collegiate where nobody gets hurt. So it's like, you know that also adds to it. So I just wonder, like, man,
maybe they could figure out a way to take out insurance on themselves before those games too.
Insurance, a lot of dudes take insurance out, but it still doesn't have the same effect of you actually making it to the league, living out your dream, and you potentially going out there and getting the bag. Or what about that person that wasn't the big time recruit and they get hurt, but they could have been a guy who develops and then becomes the guy that gets the bag, right? Because we talk about how the NFL level is dudes that were 4th rounders that turned into great players. Dak Prescott, right? He's like, man, this dude was a 4th rounder. So coming out of college, he might not have had that situation like that, but then he gets in the league, right situation. So I just think of that part. Then the last part, and everybody's going to be how they want to feel about it, is the school part of it, bro. Because it's like they actually still do have classes and tests and stuff. And I know for some of the athletes, it's not as important. You have some of them where it's just easier for them, right? But I know from my personal experiences, I wasn't a guy who majored in a major that was, in that vein. I was political science. Studying was a little bit more difficult. Some of the testing was a little bit more difficult. And I just think of like those type of players, like, man, you could put them in a bind. But like I said, that's the boring stuff. The dope part is the money that's going to come into these universities. the awareness that's going to come around these players and their stories, because the more they're on TV, the more you get to hear about, hey man, this guy's overcome this, but he's also doing this in the community. This guy's double majoring in this, and he also has a aspiration to do that. So it's like, I like it. Yeah. But like I said, it's just a little bit layered for me.
The gift and the curse of college football right now is that every week matters. There's so much importance to every game. And there's like an ebb and a flow. There's a storyline to it. But the curse is, for a team like Pitt, you lose one game, the season could be over for your national championship aspirations. Yeah. So I think you still have the neediness of winning every game by expanding it to 12. Yeah. But you still have the opportunity where it's not one single game ruins your season. If Pitt loses an out-of-conference game next year, actually, no, they're implementing it in 2024, right? Yeah. But we'll just use next year for an example. If we lose an out-of-conference game next year, okay, cool, we can still win the ACC. Yeah. Even if you get a loss in the ACC, as long as you get to the ACC championship game,
you got a chance.
You can still win it. Yeah. So every game still matters, but it's not this life or death thing where, man, we're 4 weeks in, the season's over.
Now, I've seen actually people complaining about that, though. They like that whole one loss. I seen it was Michigan fans complaining. They was like, man, this isn't fair. What if, you finally, it doesn't matter now about the Michigan-Ohio State game. That's not going to be the end-all be-all for us. It's like, bro, do y'all really want it to be the end-all be-all, though? I don't know.
What about meeting again?
That's
in
what
the
I'm saying.
playoffs?
Like, I kind of like
that cooler.
Like, I think of Georgia and Bama. Like,
or what if they met again in the championship?
Yeah, I'm like, Georgia and Bama done that, where it's like, oh, regular season, and then they spin the block, and now it's like, oh, the stakes are even higher. And now you wonder, can they beat them again? Like, it's a lot tougher to beat a team that second go around, So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's stupid, like that part. Especially when the rankings are based off. Is it a combination of computers and opinions? I don't know.
I feel like it's a mix.
It's an arbitrary 4 that is getting picked. It used to be 2. At least it got bumped up to 4. It's just this arbitrary 4. Like, the difference between the team ranked 4 versus 5, 6 is like, man, all 3 of these teams are 12-1 or 11-1,
right?
And you're going off of like who had the better loss or better win. This is better. It's just win your conference you're in, and then if you had a really good season, you could still get in at large. I think it's perfect.
And like I said, for us, I guess technically we're a mid-major right now. For us mid-majors out here, we like it because it gives opportunity.
Yeah, because that would be even harder for JMU.
Absolutely.
Now, if you're undefeated, it's just hard because I don't know if you're ever going to cross
even
the top
undefeated.
4
I'm going to say even
you might be in the 7 or 8.
Undefeated JMU out of the Sun Belt, at best you're going to get a 12th ranking, 15 ranking. Like, I don't think you ever flirt with any of that. I just think of even with UCF and what they had. It's like, man, they never flirted with that type.
Right.
But now this can give you that ability because you don't have to try to justify a Sunbelt team being ranked ahead of a one-loss SEC team. Now it's like, nah, man, y'all all out here. We can all figure that thing out because that is what you deal with based on what you were just talking right there, which is very accurate. Hey, man, that loss was a better loss than this loss. It's like, man, it still was a loss. That team got a better record. Like, yeah.
And sometimes you're talking about losses that happen in week 1 and 2 when the team's so different than what it is right now.
Night and day.
Like Oregon getting smoked by Georgia in week 1.
Yeah.
They're a different team. They've gotten so much better as the season gone on. So are we going to really hold that one against them like that hard? I like this way so much better.
Yeah.
Knight Rider 16 has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Knight Rider 16, and we way on topic now, baby. So welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There it is.
Next one. Simon Varndell. If Najee don't play, who is to start? Warren or Snow for fantasy?
Ooh.
Blessings to y'all. Love the show as a Steeler fan. Need Bills to win. Here we come to 10-7.
Did you say let's go Buffalo? It's not he said let's go Buffalo. All right, hey, Simon, if you want to say let's go Buffalo, I'll say hey, let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. I got you back. All right. So, I don't know. I'll probably go Warren. If we're saying for fantasy, how you feel though? I just think of some of the versatility with Warren, and I think he's ahead on the depth chart.
I'm guessing he has them both on his roster because you're not making the decision right now. You're making the decision on Sunday based off who's playing because if Warren's going to play for sure.
Right.
If Snow doesn't play, then your decision's really easy. You're obviously going with Warren. If Snow does play, you got to hear what his injury report is, though. Listen to how the knee is. Was it just more precaution stuff? I think Warren's the safer bet just because you know what his role is going to be. If anything, it might be increased now that Najee's gone.
He has a higher floor.
I think we have more faith in Warren right now for at least this season. He's going to get the ball like probably at least 10, 12, 13 times at least. But if Najee's gone, it might even bump up to 20. Snell, we just don't know.
And I feel like with Warren, you're good if we're winning or if we're trailing. Because if we're winning and we want to pound the ball or give him more touches, great. But if we're losing, he's still going to stay on the field for the third down passing stuff too.
I think Warren's.
It's like, yeah.
Right now, I think
I'm still
that
off
would
the
be
top
my
of my
pick
head
too.
Yeah,
I think I'm with you there.
Because like even on Monday night when it was passing downs, Benny Snell was coming off. That's when McFarland would go out there.
I don't know what he's thinking if Najee actually plays now.
Yeah.
Is Warren even a formidable starter in fantasy if Najee's playing?
No.
Have you seen people?
I don't think so.
He doesn't even have a touchdown yet this year, right?
If you're picking between Warren and Snell, I go Warren. But if Najee's in this equation, I think that wipes out both of them options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he has Najee or not.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Warren, that's my early answer.
Yeah.
But the main thing is if you're a fantasy owner, you know this. You just got to stay on top of it throughout the week. AJ Martinez, yo, everybody, 100 kindness and prayers.
Yo, facts, man. We appreciate you, AJ Martinez. Always good to have you in the building too, baby. Oh, and everybody else, make sure you hit that like button as well, man. I've completely forgetting about hitting the like button. Shout out to Javi Berg 420. He also says, or they also said, like the stream.
I hit the like button.
Yeah, definitely appreciate you. Yeah, they did the like, man. I be forgetting sometimes, man.
It happens.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
It's because you got all that blue on today, all that Bills blue today. Jeez.
Philip Hopkins. Is there any public info as to why Witherspoon wasn't put on IR? Or is just setbacks probably affecting his availability? Probably that.
Yeah, that's what it seems like to me. As we kind of looked at it more yesterday, they haven't really given us a lot of info on it, but it looks like he really pulled his hammy. And then when he came back against the Eagles, probably re-injured it. And obviously he got pulled that game, and part of that pull could have been because of performance. But it also looks like health as well, because since he's been pulled out of that game, he hasn't even practiced. He's been DNP for all of those. So, yeah, that's interesting. But we will see, because if they IR him, they would need to do it before next week if they want him back potentially, because he would have to sit out 4 games if they were to put him on IR. So that becomes the other part of it. So
the reason to do it is just to open up a roster spot.
Right. But if you were going to do it and you still wanted him back potentially at some point in time this year, whether it's the last 2 games or if you make it to the postseason, then you would need to make a move for IR with probably next week sometime. Yeah.
Maybe they could do a Will Jackson flip with him.
Yeah.
He's got to be available soon, right?
Yeah, because it was 4 weeks for him, but the longer you wait to put him on IR, the longer you have to wait to get him back. And even with because Bosch should be about to come back as well. He was a 4-week guy.
Who?
Boss.
Oh.
Yeah, think about that. He should be about to come back in a week.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about Boss.
Yeah.
All these makes from Matty Ice.
Stop it. Mm-hmm.
No. We want Boss back.
So are you moving on from Boss too? I am definitely not moving on from Boss. I stand for Boss. Okay?
Not.
Yeah.
I'm not moving on
you
from
already
Boss.
know how I feel about
Actually,
you.
did you see some of this new information that came out yesterday from Big Ben's podcast?
No, what happened?
He hinted that Boss did say that to Matt Canada after the Bucks win.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Ben had a feeling.
Oh, okay.
Him and Pounce were talking about it. It was telling.
Okay.
It was telling.
That's the beauty of opinions and feelings. We can all have them. So, yeah.
Yu Young. Moats, a Warren hater. Always afraid of giving him one more snap. Love you, though.
Dang. That's the first one. All right. Cool. Opinions.
We need to give Warren the rock more, dude.
Yeah.
Let him get a couple more carries, man.
Clearly, I have not been. You know what? I'm with you, man. Gosh. Nah, man. Jalen gonna be all right, though. He'll be straight.
Alex P. Through the year, it actually baffles me that fans can just move on so fast from Najee.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing all the context this season, even with the mistakes he made. Am I in that category?
I mean,
I might be. I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know if I'm there.
Maybe
I just want the running game to be good.
Maybe you in
I know
that
what I saw
category.
on Monday night.
Is Yul Ying? Are you in that category? Are you moving on from Najee for Jalen? Maybe that's why you want Jalen to get more touches. Maybe that Yul Ying and TG all sound like y'all in unison right there, man. Y'all on the Warren train. I feel like I'm the last of a dying breed. Still holding my Najee flag up. Like, come on, Najee, I got you, dog. Come on, man. You got this, baby. Come on, man. Come on, man. You all right? Get up, Craig.
I'm like
Get up,
TG.
Craig.
I still sport Najee.
Come on, Craig. Get up, Craig.
I'd love him to be our RB1.
Nah, you over here talking about me. He's a great personality. I love his interviews. Yeah. Damn, have you seen how this guy handles the press? Guys, it's a great guy right here, man. The character on this guy is
looked
insane.
Right this year.
It's insane. But to me, I'm like, nope, man. Najee, I believe it, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
I'm not going as far as TG and saying, like, hey, we have to move him this offseason. And a lot of it goes back to what we've said. And I don't think the value's going to be there. I don't think a team's going to give us anything over a fourth-round pick.
Yeah.
But he just simply hasn't looked right this year. That's all. I think the running game has looked better at times when other running backs have been in. I don't think it's that far of a stretch.
No. Oh, and Alex P. did confirm he was talking about you. Okay. Yeah, he did confirm it. Yeah.
Fair and Bradford. All this will be solved when Najee pulls an elbow.
Thank you.
The O-line not being a fit was obvious from the get-go, and the organization has to do better there.
I do agree, but I also think about TG in this sense. How is the timing of that? Because we definitely had already revamped that offensive line before L. Bell went through that body transformation. I don't know. Yeah, and that's the part with TG where I get his stance and which is your stance, and I get both. I get it. I do. But I think that, number one, I just don't see how you're going to move him. So I feel like you're stuck with it regardless if you like it or not. So it's like you might as well figure out how to like it. And if figuring out how to like it is you dumb it down to where, yes, you are the guy that's going to keep running directly at these folk, right, wrong, and different. And then we have these Warrens and McFarlands as your change up. Like, I think that's how you roll with it, at least, until something else comes available. But I don't see you being able to just move a Najee. And I don't think the team would want to move him just yet either.
No, I don't.
Because you're going to you got to have something. Yeah.
I think if Najee's healthy, they're going to have him be RB1.
Absolutely.
It gets interesting if Najee can't play and we start seeing Snell and McFarland light it up again, or Jaylen Warren lighting it up this week.
But the other thing is this too, and this is something that we're talking about, but we're kind of not talking about. If we see Benny Snell do it again, it feels like consistency. It would also.
We haven't seen 2 games in a row from Snell,
and that is why we would be a little bit more optimistic about it. Whereas when I think of Najee, I'm like, bro, we got a whole season's worth of consistency.
That was the worst
you see what I mean?
in the league last year too.
But that's the part where I'm like, are we losing sight of that just because we haven't seen consistency enough this season that we're gonna forget the healthy version of him a year ago? And granted, it's still context with it. He had a ton of touches. And that was a part of why he was able to have the yardage that he had. But he still was able to do some really positive things out there as well. And that's where I just I don't know. I'm just not in as big a hurry to move on from it.
Yeah, I think I'm talking more just this year. I don't think we got to make any drastic moves long term.
I just feel like if you move it this year, though, if you make a switch in terms of the depth chart, in terms of the role.
You think that's what you're saying? Like
that's
the whole
what I'm saying.
The running back changing guard.
Because
the thing is with Benny Snell, though, we don't have him under contract long term, though, right?
Yeah. So once again, you're going to say, hey, you're the first rounder that we just drafted you a year ago, and we're going to put the guy that we don't have long term investments with, either one of these guys, or the guy that we undrafted picked up this offseason, and we're going to bump them ahead of you in season. That's a tough message to send to a player, man. And then to say, hey, that was just then. Now come back. Najee is back on you now. That's just tough.
Because I could see a world where this is just simply a down year for Najee. He's banged up because we see this countless times with running backs.
Absolutely, it happens.
Dudes get hurt. Off year. Line sucks. Although our line has improved compared to last year. But still, Najee has just looked off this year. But I could see a world where, all right, Najee then in the offseason drops 10 or 15 pounds and he looks amazing. Mm-hmm. So I'm not writing him off long term. I'm just talking about this year. The running game has looked better with some other running backs. That's simply it.
Yeah. This is different. This is interesting, though, man. That's good. That's a good comment, though, Fan Bradford. Shout out to you.
And he comes back again and says, Mike Davis, ain't it? Seattle got a Heisman candidate at running back. Yeah, they did.
Kenneth Walker.
Pick up Kenneth Walker in the second round. What TG's saying only makes sense if we had an Allen, Burrow, or Mahomes at quarterback. Depends on how you feel about Pickett long term.
Jesus. I knew it.
You think we got that type of guy or not?
I literally said to myself as I was reading this, I was like, Deke isn't going to take this as a negative. He's going to look at this like, yup, he's right. We got one of them dudes. I knew it. I'm glad you did not let me down right there, Deke. I appreciate that, man. Your consistency is undefeated. Your consistency is flawless, baby.
I'm seeing a lot of good things from Pickett.
God.
You heard TG.
God.
TG flipped the switch on him.
He said, and I feel like we got one of them. Yup. Jeez. Let's go.
Jay Will, y'all selling Najee short. A lot of power backs y'all
Mm-hmm.
mentioned are utilizing the pass game a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so scheming for your weapons.
I like that. I like that approach, man. And that's kind of how, when I think of Jaylen Warren at times, we talk about the scheming for it. I do feel like we do a better job at scheming some of his strengths at times versus scheming some of the stuff for Najee. But the productivity, as we've always said after each one of these games, we're like, yo, context matters, yes, but productivity also matters. So I don't necessarily feel like we're selling Najee short. I just think we're all caught in this dilemma of remembering last season, because it's not like we're talking 2 or 3 seasons. But last season compared to this season, it just seems so polar opposite right now that we're all kind of stuck in this vibe of, do I lean more and believe more of what we saw last year, that that's going to return to form? Or is it more so this is what Najee is going to be going forward in this offense? And I think both of those thought processes, depending on how we look at it, could be either very exciting or very scary, you know? And I think for me, I'm leaning more on what he's already accomplished, what he's already done in the first year. And I'm saying, man, this is the second year, but you did not have your full training camp. You've been banged up. You're still getting adjusted to the Matt Canada, whatever it needs, right? Because you didn't have all the reps. You didn't do all the practice stuff. Even during the season, you're not practicing as much. And I'm hanging my hat more on that part, that he can return from that, whether it's this season or, hey, man, you know what? You IR him at the end of the season. Just completely shut it down the last 4 games. Off season, you're fully healthy. Now we get you, and now we see what you're capable of. You know what I mean? Like, I still lean that way, and I think that works out for him, because I do feel like more of what we're seeing this year is because of the health part. And as a person like this plays, like, man, there's a difference between you playing 100% healthy versus you playing at 80% healthy. You're still going to look good.
Saquon Barkley's a good example of that.
Yeah. It's like you can do certain things and you'll pass the eyeball test in certain elements, but you're not the same player. And that little bit of difference is the biggest in terms of on-field winning one-on-one matchups or making plays. Like, it is literally a game of inches. The difference between a guy taking it 50 yards and him getting tackled for a loss could be, hey, did you get your foot up when you were running through this hole, or were you lazy and not picking your knees up and that dude was able to grab your ankle? Like, that's simple. But when we're talking about a guy that's not healthy, it's like, man, I can't even fully critique that or fully grade that when you know he's compromised in a certain way. So I don't know, man. It's tough. It is tough, man.
The commendable thing would be the whole put him on IR, shelf him for the year, right?
Yeah.
But they just said Najee's injury is not that bad.
Right. So it's like, which one is it? Yeah. But it was Rappaport that said it, though. It wasn't Shefty.
Okay. So you're not buying it completely.
We'll leave the door open. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The door is slightly cracked because it was Rappaport. If Shefty were to come in and say, hey, man, it's pretty significant, I'm like, all right, Shefty said it, guys. All right, IR. But
this whole conversation is also dependent on what happens in this Falcons game, too.
I would agree.
So we're talking about shelfing Najee
on
IR and stuff. What if some bad things happen?
Ball security come back, yeah. And that's the other part.
We're not going to want Najee on IR.
But that's the other part. It's not like we're bringing up ball security as if this is some super long ago thing. With Jaylen Warren, we were talking about this in the preseason, even in training camp.
He fumbled in the Browns game.
Yeah, he was absolutely regular season, preseason, training camp. So it's like we've seen that short term this season. When you talk about Benny Snell, this is the first time we've seen him play this season at running back. But outside of that, every year we've seen him have some ball security issues when he's been able to have, you know, a more significant role on the offense as a ball carrier.
And then McFarland, we haven't got to see him run with full body control on a consistent basis.
No.
We got to see that in the preseason a little
Right.
bit, and we've seen it in the regular season when he showed up.
Yeah.
But not like huge body of work there either.
Yeah.
Sean McCartney. I feel Snell and
Oh,
McFarland.
before we get to Sean McCartney, I did want to shout out. We got the homie Tyler Alvarez in the building.
Okay.
He just wanted to say he loves the Bills hoodie. He especially loves the Bills hat.
I don't know if I'm buying that.
And he says that he wished Deke actually had a Bills hat on today. That's what Tyler Alvarez just said. Salute you, Tyler Alvarez. We're doing Deke left the Bills hat at home next to his Bills plushy pillow that he sleeps next to. It's like Billy Buffalo, right? He said he shook his head yes for the audio. He said yes. So that's, it's one of them things. We need the Bills to win tonight. Deke is a huge Bills fan. So we're all one band, one sound for the Bills because Deke needs this. And he wants this. It's pretty accurate.
Sean McCartney. I feel Snell and McFarland definitely improved from past seasons. I feel Najee just needs more time to develop and to have him back 100%. Also, better rotation.
Okay. It's always easy to say we feel like they improve when it's a one-game small sample size. That's the only thing I caution you with.
Did Snell play? Was he hurt a lot in the preseason? I can't remember. I do remember McFarland looking pretty good in the preseason this year, though.
Trying to think. Benny wasn't hurt like that. No, I don't think he was. I don't
I
remember.
know he had some nice special teams.
Yeah, I don't
plays
remember all the way,
in the
though.
preseason. Farron Bradford.
Yeah.
I hope 8's production don't slip next year. Sheesh. I guess he's worried about people turning on Pickett.
I mean, we've seen that just from the first couple of weeks to where
we've
we are
already
now,
seen
man.
that.
Yep, we've already seen
I
that.
don't see his production slip. Nick Joliffe, traveling from Chicagoland area for my first game on the 11th. Can't wait.
That's the Ravens one. Let's go, man. That's going to be a vibe, baby. That's going to be a vibe.
Good game to go to.
Heck yeah.
Ryan McPherson. Deke, I'm dismayed you were a fan of this troll in the chat. He's disrespected me, you, and TG, calling him a flunky.
Oh, Lord.
He's faker than K Momo jewelry and likes tanking more than soldiers.
What is
what I
going
said.
on?
I guess I did say, like, I've revoked my fanhood of him. I think it was just more of the fanhood of him being a person that the chat's going back and forth with and is entertaining for us. I guess that's it. I never said I agreed with his takes or anything, but yeah, now he's talking about tanking. I don't even know if I can go that far.
He said it's not the shot at Deke. It's not the shot at Ryan. It's not the shot at TG. He said it's the
I didn't know all that stuff was going on either. I just knew there was back and forth going on between him and the chat. Damn, maybe I should have spoke a little bit more wisely, or I should have done a little more due diligence.
You did give him the vote of confidence, but that is on par with you, though.
He provides entertainment.
Yes,
I think
yes.
that's the one thing. At least
He moves the needle. As long as you
Moves
move
the
the needle,
needle a
one way or
little
the
bit.
other, man. What they say, no, I don't agree with this all the way. Well, they do say no press is bad press. That's what they say.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that, but that's what they say.
Sean McCartney, I think we need to focus on improving the O-line before making a big decision at RB. We spent more this offseason on O-line, but not enough.
That's actually a good call right there by you. I feel like upgrading the offensive line or seeing where that offensive line is does determine a lot in terms of, like you said, the big changes, not just at running back, but even coordinator stuff, right? It's like, man, you want to know at least where we're at before we start changing, because you don't want to make a change and now you hire somebody or make another move and it doesn't fit. And that's the thing that, we're going to find out. We're getting close to figuring it out. But we got to get those couple kinks linked out as well, man. Just so, like I said, when we get to the offseason. But we're not there just yet, though.
Mr. Malvo has
Shout
joined the
out to
upper room.
Mr. Malvo and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, baby. And we greatly appreciate your support, too, man.
Simon Vardell.
Let's go, Simon.
Have Najee, I can pick, or the others. Oh, he has. This is the fantasy team thing. He says he still has Najee.
You know what it
pick,
is. Yeah.
Or the others if he can't
He
go.
probably already has Najee on his roster, but you can sign Jalen Warren and Benny Snell is what he's probably saying. What?
He might have them both stashed on the bench, too.
Because I was about to say to myself,
It's the whole handcuff theory where you have your starting running back and you always want to have the backup just in case.
I thought that, and I also thought how many people have Benny Snell and Jalen Warren on their roster currently, but knowing Najee injury report, that could change. So if you don't have them, make sure if you're trying to do that, that you would go ahead and get them before somebody else got a little wise to it and pick them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for him then, if you already
what
have
I'm saying?
Najee,
Yeah.
you just got to be on it.
Yeah.
See the Friday injury report.
Yeah, hopefully it ain't a game day decision.
Saturday,
it's probably going to be a game day decision, though.
Sunday, yeah, exactly. Jacob Alessio. Najee reminds me of the commercial. I pick things up and I put them down. Shout out to all the new Upper Room members. Peace, Trina and Steeler Girl.
Yo, shout out to Jacob first off. And yes, man, I like when you bring that energy like that, man. Shout out the new Upper Room members along with Trina and Steeler Girl, excuse me on that one. Nah, man, big time salute. And that is pretty funny about that commercial. Talking about my man Najee. Najee.
I've never seen the commercial. Or maybe I have. I don't know.
You probably have.
Is it popular commercial now?
I wouldn't say popular. I mean, it's popular enough. But like, if you saw the commercial, you probably remember the commercial. But even me trying to like sit here and go super in depth, I can't remember it to that extent. But it's like no different than the day going. What was the one commercial we do had the fish run? He's like, oh, you almost got it right. Better luck next time.
Yeah.
Like it's like that type of thing. Like you remember enough
Some
of it, but
insurance
you don't remember
commercial?
all
Is that
of
what
it.
it is?
Yeah. I'm sure. I feel like it probably wasn't insurance. I don't remember what it was specifically, but I know what he's referring to. Shit.
Jacob Alessio, is Coach T saving Mark Robinson for next year?
Well, probably, yeah, honestly. Without necessarily saying that he's saving him. More so grooming him, trying to see how he's going to develop. And that is part of what you do when you're not the starter. Whether you're on practice squad or on the active roster, if you're not the starter, your job is to develop. So that way, when the coaches do decide how they want to construct their roster next offseason or this offseason coming up, they'll be looking more favorable to you. And when you think about Mark Robinson, he is in a very favorable spot because Devin Bush, contract year, right? What are they going to do with him? Does he price himself out? Does he not want to come back for the number? The Steelers not want him back? We'll see what that dynamic is. Talk about Robert Spillane. So it's like Mark Robinson, man, if he's doing what he's supposed to do, yeah, he could be having him a nice role next year. But for him, he has to make sure that he's making plays in practice. The stuff that doesn't get talked about on Sundays, the stuff that nobody's going to ever see tape of, he still has to be kicking butt. And as long as he's doing that, man, yeah, he'll definitely, have an opportunity next year.
I think the only way he sees the field this year is if we're mathematically eliminated and it's like the last handful of games and you just want to see what he's got.
The funny thing, I was wondering, because that typically is common practice elsewhere. But I've never seen Coach Tomlin in a scenario where he's been mathematically
that's
out.
true.
So
That's
it's
true.
like
it's literally always come down to the last week where we made the playoffs.
I was like, I've never seen him in that scenario, so I legitimately can't.
I don't expect us to get to that scenario either.
Right, but if it did, I don't know if he would still be on some, let me get these guys to get some opportunities, or would he still say, nah, we playing our guys because this is what we do. I've just never seen him like that. But you're right, he's never had to be like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Steeler Nation on fire. My boy Dobbs getting waived by the Browns.
Man, shout out to my dog, man.
I think the Steelers should bring him back. Ooh. Put him on the practice squad, and he can help Kenny grow even more. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. I don't know how Dobbs is feeling about this would be his third time back.
Yeah, that'd be a lot. And in a role where you're guaranteed to not ever move up either.
Yeah.
You
are the pseudo
tough.
QB coach.
That is
for
tough. That is tough.
I'm fine with it. I think it could be a good fit for us. I don't know about for him, though.
You're fine with it.
Yeah, like I said, I would be
I was like, what?
Really pleased with having Mason back next year as the backup. But I don't think Mason wants
like,
it.
Yeah, I'm good on that. Yeah, for Dobbs, I'm like, man. But it depends on how he views himself. If he thinks that he still is capable, he wants the opportunity to compete, then you don't come back here for that. But if you're kind of set in your ways and you're willing to take that role, I still don't think it's a guarantee for him, because kind of like what Charlie Batch said when he came up here, Charlie had already had multiple years of starting running offense and the success, right? So when he would speak to a 7, Ben would listen because he's already experienced it. Dobb doesn't have this super long track record. Kenny Pickett might look at Dobb and say, bro, I'm just as nice as you already. Like, I don't need that. Or I've already accomplished more than you've accomplished at this level already. And that's the part where it can get a little bit tricky. So
we need a Matt Ryan.
Yeah, like something like Trubisky. Trubisky is perfect for it, but I don't think Trubisky wants to commit to that. That's the problem. Yeah,
there's no way.
But to me, I'm like, that's the perfect. That's the groom, right? Or in terms of the person that you want to mentor him. Yeah,
Matt Ryan wouldn't be a bad call. I don't know if he's ready. If he's officially at that part of his career,
bro. That's a headshot, man. That's tough.
Backup.
That's
Matt
tough.
Hasselbeck. did that. I mean,
But
he was a starter for how long
Hasselbeck
with
was
Seattle?
never to the point of a Matt Ryan.
No, not in his career. He was a Pro Bowler, though.
No,
He's
he was
pretty
good. He was good. But Matt Ryan was different. Matt Ryan was. We looked at Matt Ryan to. I would always say he was like the French.
He's a French Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no, that's
Matt
he's a French.
Hasselbeck, that was never a conversation.
Yeah, right. So that's why I'm just like, man,
What guys at that point in their career?
That's tough for Matt. I ain't about to say it.
Oh,
I thought you were about to say Rodgers.
no, come
Okay.
on, dude.
Bro, they over there talking about, man, can we play Jordan Love? Should we
That's
put Jordan Love
stupid.
out there? And
No,
Rodgers
that's
over there
so
talking about,
stupid.
man, I mean, how to entertain it, how I do for the team. I'm like, dang, is that what we had with you, Rodgers? Okay, now.
No, that's stupid.
So he said it.
I don't think he's cool with it. I think he was just telling the company lying there by saying that.
I
trying
don't
not
know.
to ruffle
I'm just
feathers.
going on what he said.
He's definitely not cool with
That
it.
what he said. That what he said.
It's just not what you do.
That's what he said.
If he's healthy, he plays.
I'm just saying that's what he said. Would he not have an elite mind?
He was being nice about it.
He wouldn't have an elite mind.
He's
Even
off
if he would
these
have
last
coached
2
you
years
up.
of the ayahuasca and stuff. He's just trying to keep
He
things
on
calm,
his butter
that's all.
diet. Come on, man. Yeah.
No, Rodgers. No way. I still think he could ball. He's just been banged up this year, pretty badly, with the whole the thumb and whatnot. Now, what he just experienced
It's like ribs
on Sunday night?
Ribs.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Too? Yeah. I think he's just been banged up this year. I think he can still play. I don't know. Yeah. What Matt Ryan's the one that comes to mind. Maybe just because we played
I just
him.
don't see that happening. I think Matt will retire before he go and sign on to be a number 2.
Are they? Yeah.
Phillip Rivers wasn't even signing on to be a number 2, bro.
No. Man.
You don't get a lot of them dudes that's gonna willingly sign on to be.
Yeah. Who's the 30?
Carson Wentz wasn't even, and Carson Wentz down is as old, but it's like I don't even see him as that, and I still think he's kind of past it.
Who's a 30-year-old guy? Like Mark Brunell was good. Remember when Sanchez?
I remember
was young?
that, yeah.
That's a good example. Do we have any more of those guys anymore?
Had
success for
Chase
stretch.
Daniels, but Chase never had the success like that. But he's
Yeah,
been
had
successful.
some success.
Where's
as a
Matt
starting
Moore?
quarterback
Get your
past
Matt
their
Moore. What
prime.
about Matt Moore?
Oh man.
He started a playoff game.
Oh man.
It didn't go well for him, but he started one.
Where's this generation's Josh McCown?
Oh. Let me think. Yeah, I don't know, man. In terms of a backup option,
Because
like
that's
that,
what we're
yeah.
going to be talking about this offseason.
Yeah, the veteran.
We're not gonna
they can
have-
come in and mentor.
Anyone else on the roster
Mm-hmm.
outside of Pickett? Yeah, we need probably
Nope,
a guy
nope,
that you
nope.
draft late,
I got you.
and you need a veteran.
I got you on the veteran.
Okay.
I got you, Josh McCown. I have your whatever your whatever name you want to go.
It's Tyrod. I thought that's who you were going to say.
You say Tyrod?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Tyrod
Oh.
Taylor.
I mean, I would love him here, but no, I don't think that's the case. Because
Okay.
I still feel like he still flirts with it. You notice when he went to New York, why'd he go to New York? Daniel Jones. I mean, you believe? You know what? He might. The way he looked at the Daniel Jones situation on paper initially before he got hurt is the way he would probably look at the Kenny Pickett situation. Young, talented quarterback, high upside. You can see some flashes. Not as consistent just yet. Maybe I can get him.
No.
You know he hunts those. What's his track record, Deke? Buffalo, young quarterback. He go to L.A. or San Diego, young quarterback. Goes to Houston, young quarterback. Goes to the
Browns.
Giants, young quarterback. The Browns, young quarterback. Okay, them 5 stops with 5 young quarterbacks, okay? I know. I've picked up on his pattern. So he could very well be looking right over here like, you know what, Trubisky, you can slide on out. I'll holler at y'all for like 4. All right, what's up? Mm-hmm. And when we said with Charlie,
We'll tell
we
him
was-
his thinking's
and
off.
remember we said Charlie already started, right? He's already
Yeah.
started. He's already led a team to a postseason. He got a Pro Bowl under his belt.
That's what I mean. I think he'd be a solid
Yeah.
backup for us.
I'm just saying he could be
He
eyeing
shouldn't be
that.
thinking
He could
about
be-
competition.
He could be eyeing it though.
No.
Just know he gonna be eyeing it. Just
We
know.
can't have that energy here. We
I
don't want
know, but no, he's professional about it. He's very professional about
Secret
it.
killer.
He's professional.
Deep
He's
down.
he's gonna talk and do everything you need. He gonna have that playbook. You got a question, he got you. But just know,
Who's your guy then?
just know. But my guy's Joe Flacco.
Oh,
That's
my
the one, and
God.
you know it is. You know it is,
Yeah,
bro.
you're right. You're
That's
actually
the
right.
one. That is for a fact the one, bro.
You're actually right. We can't do
That's
that.
we can't, but that is the one.
We can't do
That is the one, bro. That either him or Nick
Can we?
Foles. Either him or Nick Foles.
Are we so far removed?
Hey,
No,
bro.
not Nick Foles. No.
But that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
he's washed. See, I still think Flacco as a backup can win you a game. I think
But
Foles
we're
is
talking
just
about a
done.
one-game opportunity. That's what you're bringing this backup in for. One game in the mentor.
I think Foles still he's even past that.
Okay.
I think Flacco is the good example. Can we do that though, or
Cleveland,
is it too much of the Ravens?
No,
beef?
Cleveland.
Brissett.
He's another one.
Brissett's not bad actually.
Trying to think who.
That wouldn't. Yeah.
Because no, not in Buffalo, New England, no. Not messing with Cam, no Newton. That was the one though. I think Jacoby. I think he's interesting.
Can we do Flacco though, or is the Steelers Ravens beef type of thing where it's just like, no, we can't do that. We can't go that far.
I mean, Debo went to Cincy for a year. In the heart of it. That was in the heart of it, right?
That was a mistake. You shouldn't have done
it won
that.
for him. He won the division over there. Yeah, because that was the one that he told me every year we win the division in Pittsburgh. He was like, I don't won this many in a row. They can't say that here. And I was like, oh, thanks a lot, Debo. Appreciate you. Yeah.
Those are the two then, Brissett and Flacco, right off the top of my head. Let me see if the chat says anything.
Who else is old?
Case Keenum.
Ooh, but he's
up in Buffalo. They got him in that role up in Buffalo.
Right, but I was saying like because in Minnesota he still wasn't starting there either.
He had that 1 year. He had like a Pro Bowl year.
No, he did. But after that, that's when they moved on to Kirk. But Keenum would be interesting.
Someone's bringing up Daniel, but
I don't know. I'm a little nervous for you for Case Keenum though, bro. You know why?
Why?
I feel like he could fit that mold as well.
Of what? Tyrod? He still feel like he got it or something?
I feel like he gonna be eyeing it. I feel like he gonna be looking at Kenny like, hey, bro, we ain't too far off.
We don't want that energy here.
I'm like, I don't think you go Case Keenum, bro. That looked like that still feel like he could do it. He doing the same thing Trubisky did too, huh? Let me go take my 1 year internship up Buffalo. He got his 1 year internship coming up right now. He already got a Pro Bowl under him, just like Mitch, right now. He already done led a team, just like Mitch. He doing his internship. Don't bring him in here. That is not what you want, man. That is not that situation.
I think it's delusional thinking.
Yeah. We could call it whatever we want to call it, but that's going to be that energy.
Someone has RG3.
He did say he want to come back. You know what? That'd be fun because it would actually, RG is going to communicate the competition, but Kenny should be good enough that he's always going to win that competition, but he could at least feel some pressure.
I'm not seeing much else. Someone does bring up the point of Flacco and Brissett not being that mobile.
Fair.
Trace McSorley, hell no.
Nah, that ain't helping you.
I don't know. The backup QB market's sparse right now.
It is. You know it's gonna be
Mitch and Mason are the perfect backups for us, but they're not gonna be around next year.
That's not gonna work for us.
I just don't see it.
Trubisky would be the perfect one, bro. He'll be perfect. But we are not getting that one. That is, yeah.
No, he's gone. He's going somewhere. He'll go to like Houston or something, Detroit.
Yep.
Maybe even Indy.
Wait, if you're Trubisky, definitely go over there.
Yeah, there's gonna be 4 or 5 teams. He probably feels like there's gonna be
whoever doesn't draft C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young, those are the two. That's the other two that you go to.
Okay, where are we at here? That was Jacob Alessio, Coach T. Saban. All right, we talked Dobbs. Jacob Alessio again says, "I will be rooting for the Bills with you, Moats."
Let's go Buffalo. There it is.
And he also says, "When are you gonna have Charlie on the show?" We had him on the show.
We've had him on. Yeah, we've had him on.
A minute ago.
Yeah, we have to get him on again.
A year or two
yeah, we
ago,
have to get him on again. And I also do a bad habit of this because I do other stuff where I have done shows with him. Some of the Steelers TV stuff. So in my mind, I'm like, bro, we talked, man. It was like a couple weeks ago, we just on. But you're right. That was not on the podcast. That was on the Steelers show. So we'll spin the block. We'll work.
Simon Vorndell.
I'm actually going to be seeing, when am I seeing him? End of the month. Yeah. It's Best of the Batch Foundation, man. They do a big like Christmas wrapping and stuff like that. Yeah,
I think I did, right?
Yeah.
There was one at Walmart.
I feel like we did. Yeah, yes. That no, that was with Will Allen though.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Batch was there.
Yeah, C Batch was there with us because everybody support everybody, but it was Will Allen's, and shout out to Will Allen. He obviously does a dope situation, but yeah, man. I'm gonna have to see what you're doing on that beautiful Saturday, man. I'm gonna have to have you pull up or something, man. Do something good for the community. Do something good for the kids, Deke. It's for the kids, man. It's for the kids, bro.
Simon Vorndell. How about Case Keenum or Blake Bortles? No, not Bortles.
Blake done scored here before.
He brings up Joe Flacco, too.
Bortles done put 40 up here before. No, actually, he was not responsible for 40. He was responsible for like 38. 34.
Not Bortles. I think he retired. He's done with football.
Wasn't Josh McCown? He was done with football too, right? And then Philly had hired him and told him he could stay in Houston during the season. That was during COVID though, but they definitely did. I remember that. He was retired. He was chilling. And they was like, nah, man, come on back. Phillip Rivers also, he was coaching high school football. And they was like, no, come on, man. So, maybe Blake Bortles, maybe we can persuade him to come play backup quarterback for us. Bro, how do we not have a backup quarterback going into next season right now? Like, that's literally what we're talking right now. This is nuts.
We'll draft a guy late in the draft.
You saw how that worked out this year.
Oladipo.
Mm-hmm. That was
Did the Chiefs cut him? Is he still around?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, we don't really have a solid backup right now.
Who's the guy that's in the wings? Who's the guy that's... Yeah.
I don't know. We got to check free agency.
Yeah.
No one's coming. Someone brings up Minshew. I don't know if I want that because I think he'd have that mentality you're talking about with Tyrod and Keenum.
He going to have that little mustache come on through.
Yeah, I don't think Minshew's the play. We haven't really brought up that many good candidates.
We had
Flacco's probably the best one.
We've had good candidates. I don't think we like the competition that's going to stem from that candidate. I think that's what
competition.
You don't want the competition with it.
I just don't want diluted mindsets in here.
It's only diluted if the person feels like it's legitimate. Everybody feels confident. You know how many players talk about, man, hey, I think I'm the best player in the world until you get out there and it's like, all right, I've come down from that thought process. I am no longer thinking that I'm the best player in this world. You know why? Because it shows. You figure it out after constant repetition. You're like, you know what? This dude is great. I am not. Or this dude is really good. I am not. Everybody goes through it, man. I thought that I was going to be a more powerful, stronger player than Mario Williams. You know that? I remember when we signed him for the first time defending a $100 million contract, and we were supposed to be in the weight room together. And I said to myself, I was like, bro, I don't care about that 100. Man, I'm from P-Town, man. You know what I done? Man, I ain't tripping on none of this, man. Until I got in that weight room with him, and I was like, yo, you ready to start? Yeah. I bet. Throw that 315 on, man. Let me get a warm-up in. I bet. I knocked mine out. You know what he did? Let me throw 455 on for my warm-up. I said, oh, you know what? Yeah. I can keep lying to myself, but eventually you're going to start to be realizing that's different, man. So if Kenny is that nice, that competition to get settled right away.
All right, fair.
You know? You think Ryan Shazier, when he was here and healthy, was he really worried about competition? Nah. Because he got it like that. You think TJ Watt worried about any outside linebacker we going to sign? Nah. When we signed Melvin Ingram a year ago, who were we talking about? Alex Highsmith. It was never a TJ Watt conversation. It was a Highsmith conversation. So with them quarterbacks, the only way it's a conversation is if Kenny allows it to be, man.
Well, how about this one?
Yeah.
Sean McCartney, Teddy Two Gloves. Him and Kenny can be glove buddies.
Hey, y'all are silly.
That might be the best one. Because it seems like he has settled in to that point in his career.
He's down in Miami. He's kind with it. He's full.
Down Miami.
He's been
behind Tua.
cool with it.
Tua's
Yeah.
a young quarterback, too.
Yeah.
That might be it. I don't know if he's on a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal. That might be the best one.
Kenny definitely beats him out. Kenny definitely beats him out. He has to. If Kenny doesn't beat him out, bro, that's the issue.
I mean, he beats out all these guys.
Okay. I like your confidence. All I'm saying is if he doesn't beat out Teddy Two Gloves, that would be an issue. I feel like he should beat out Teddy Two Gloves. But I don't think... See, Teddy does... Honestly, for me, I like the Teddy move more than the Tyrod move for Kenny. Because I do think that Tyrod pushes him a lot more than Teddy. I think Teddy gives you that mentorship you're looking for, but is not threatening enough. To me, I think Tyrod's a little bit more threatening, man.
Rocking the gloves.
Yeah, the double gloves.
That's a good combo.
Maybe they could share gloves. Like, hey, man, what size glove you got? You want to wear mine? Hey, hold on. Let me wear out of the series, man. All right. Yeah.
Mike Hood. What up with AB? We talked about that.
Yeah, man. Pray for that, man. Hopefully he figure it out. Hopefully, things will change for him. As you can see with some of the text that he released, people are still, trying to help him out, trying to speak something to him. But it's a two-way street, right? Not only do you have to have a desire to help a person, they also have to have the desire to want to receive said hope as well. And with AB right now, we just don't really know. So, yeah, the new information, man, it is not the best of news, but I'm hoping that him and everybody that's involved with it can grow from that situation and be in a better place going forward, man. But, yeah, he got to get it together, man. That is, yeah, it's not cool, man. Not cool.
Ryan McPherson, last super chat right now, says, please get KP Great on the show.
Oh, he said KP. I was like, yo, KP. I was reading that thing like RPG because in my mind I'm thinking Call of Duty. And I was like, yeah, that is not saying RPG. But yeah, I'm with you. No, we need to though, Bell. We need to. We'll see, man. We'll see. All right.
I'm seeing a lot of Jimmy G's in the chat too for backup. He's trying to be a starter.
Yeah, I didn't even want to put Jimmy G out there.
There's talks about Jimmy G going
Jimmy's
to the
gonna
Jets
start.
maybe.
Yeah, if Jimmy's a starter. I know
he's gonna start somewhere next
people
year.
can have that opinion on Jimmy G. Jimmy's a starter in this league, bro. Yeah.
Last one, another one came in. Lou Boy, Moats, what do you think of that play where McFarland got blasted? Did 8 not see the safety come down, or did the defender just make a play?
To me, I thought it was predetermined the read. That was where Deontay was running the slant behind. McFarland was going to the flat. The safety was walking down into the box. And number one, the safety timed it up good because the snap, it was literally just like, all right, set hut, and the safety's walking down, and he hits it on the run. But Kenny also was pretty much locked in that he was going there. So the safety never had to do anything to pause his feet, hesitate, look anywhere else. So it was just more so I looked at it as predetermined versus Kenny not seeing the safety or something like that. But part of that also is this. When that safety was initially showing high, it was a too high look. Corner pressed up. If Deontay is running a slant and Warner's going to the flat, if you're seeing too high safeties, you're thinking to yourself, I'm either going to have the one-on-one corner with Deontay and my back to the flat is free, or if that linebacker that was located inside is going to run out there to chase Jalen Warren, I'm going to get a natural pick route as well from that slant that's coming in. The problem was the safety coming down, the timing of it, he was able to just go right now. But that is definitely something that I think, when you're talking about film study, Kenny will see that on tape. Matt Canada's going to see that on tape. Coach Mike Sullivan, right? He's going to see that on tape. And they'll talk about that right there. Just the difference of you saw what you thought was the coverage pre-snap and you were predetermined on it. That's fine in certain elements, but just know that, hey, man, it's not always going to be the same story pre-snap to post-snap. But that just comes through playing. The more he plays, the more he sees, the better he'll get with that. But that's kind of how I viewed that play.
Well, we want to get into these picks.
Yeah, let's do it. And, we're going to do it a little faster today, too, if that's all right with you. Now that I just looked at that clock, I was like, oh, how did that happen today? I don't know. And the thing that was funny, too, Deke.
Fun combos.
Deke, the thing that got me today, Deke, the pride got me, man. So, you know how usually we 6:30, right? 2.5 hours. I've been having a civil war in my house the past couple of days. Actually, the past week.
Wow, we've been done on time.
No,
Right?
We've
not early.
Pretty much, yes. But remember last week in particular, I think it was the last time you were over here. We were like a couple minutes late and they were upstairs eating, right? So ever since then, Jordan meme, I took it personal. So I had been finishing a little bit early these past couple of days, as you've seen. So today, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, we're going to finish early because we ain't got a lot that we're going to be talking about. I ain't even tripping. So when wifey was like, what time you want me to have dinner ready today? 6:30, 6:45. You know what I said to her? I said, hey, man, it don't matter. Y'all going to eat without me if I'm late. So do what you want to do. And I walked down here because I was thinking, Deke, oh, we got TG at 5. At worst, I'm done by 5:45. I'm going to be up there big talking. Catch my drift now, Deke. It's 6:45 or 6:43.
We're talking backup QBs.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm out there. She gonna talk grease to me later on the day. All right, it happens. This the problem, Deke, with me. I like to talk trash, and I don't like to talk trash. I like to talk trash because I love to talk. I want to rub it in. I want you to feel it, but I don't like to talk trash because when I'm wrong or if I'm in, you know what I mean. In this case, I'm gonna be in the wrong. It's like, dang, I gotta go and face the news. Like, oh, I'm gonna be over here like, can we move on, babe? Why you bringing up old stuff? Why you dwelling on it, babe? Like, all right, I get it. So yeah, so we're gonna do it a little bit hastier, but either way, don't get it twisted. You still gonna get this work.
All right, Patriots at home tonight, Thursday Night Football. Oh, I don't even know the records. Do we know the records at all?
Hold on, I got you.
Wow.
I should have the picture saved. Don't trip. I should have this saved still.
Damn.
That is a good call by you.
What did I go the last week, though?
No, remember we didn't.
5-1 or something?
No, we didn't do picks last week because Thanksgiving. Remember, we never did the Thursday show together. That's when you got sick. Right. So we never had any games.
I'm saying
the last one was when
I go like 5-1.
Yeah, he was 5-1 because that's when you had made the most. Excuse me, I gotta find this joint now. Yeah, that was good. Good catch, man. Ooh, seeing a picture of these new Travis Scotts. Hello.
I think
Hold on, I got you. So the last picks we
I'm like
did,
11 or 12 games back. I'm saying.
yeah, the last picks we did was for week 11.
Okay.
All right, and that was where the only one that I won that week was the.
Was it the Sunday night game?
Was
I
that
think it was the last game of the
Yeah,
day.
the Chargers Chiefs one.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
because
what
the
it was.
Chargers. Yeah. So that was the only one I
Chargers
won. Yep. So I was one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I was 1 for 5 that week. So that would have put me at 38 and 25. So that puts
Okay.
you at 25 and 38.
All right.
Yeah.
13 games back.
Yep. So now we are good there.
Patriots at home, +4 against the Bills. I told you I'm going.
You said
Patriots
was this?
+4.
I ain't what you said. You said +4.
Yeah.
All right, let's run it up. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, you got Bills
Yep.
-4 then.
You know what time I'm on, man.
Eagles -4.5 against the Titans. Eagles are at home.
Oh, actually, let me pull.
Wow.
Let me. I
That's
like.
an interesting one.
Let me see. Hold on. I gotta look at my slate of games. I like to look at it when I make my picks. It just hits a little better.
Sure.
So yeah, I feel great about tonight. I don't care what the game is. Gillette, Buffalo, your mama house, my mama house. Either way, Bills by $1 billion. How about that? All right. So where we say we going next?
Eagles -4.5 at home against the Titans.
Eagles, Titans, 10-1, 7-4,
That's an interesting one.
4.5. That is
Which way you leaning?
Philly.
I'll take the points with the Titans.
All right, let's ride.
Vikings at home -3 against the Jets.
This is easy for me, man. You know I'm Captain Kirk.
Why?
Make it simple.
Oh! This is Mike White. This isn't Zach Wilson anymore.
And Mike White, you heard how Salah was talking about him.
You know how I was talking about him last year.
You said that he should have been the guy then.
Well,
So what's up?
here's what happened with him. I did say if he continued to have those type of performances, they should stick with him over Zach Wilson.
And he
But
did.
he got hurt, and then something happened. And
Yeah.
they went back to Zach Wilson.
But then he
last
just
year.
came back and he's back doing it. So what's up?
Yeah,
How you
Zach
feel?
Wilson has not touched
Mhm.
anywhere close to what Mike White did last week.
Mhm.
303 touchdowns. It looked like it was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. I'll take the points with the Jets.
All right, there we go.
Mike
There
White
we go.
action. I don't want that. I don't want them to win though. We need the Vikings to beat the Jets.
Oh yeah, I guess we. Ooh,
We do need the Vikings to beat the Jets.
Yeah.
So
That
actually
is the
hope I'm
weird
wrong
thing.
on
So
that one.
the teams that we don't need to win right now are who? Baltimore, New England, the Jets.
Chargers, we want to lose.
Any team that we don't think is going to win their division, correct?
Probably the Jaguars now too, because they're inching kind of like in that 4-7 range. They're playing the Lions, so an NFC opponent beating them would be good.
Right.
Yeah, any AFC team that's kind of Browns losing against the Texans.
How you feel about the Dolphins then?
them winning or losing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough because
Because obviously Dolphins Bills still got to see each other again.
yeah, they might just be a
Mhm.
team that's going to be in the wild card no matter what.
Okay.
Them or the Bills.
We're
depending
stuck
on
this week.
AFC East
Raiders
goes.
and Chargers.
I'd rather have the Dolphins lose though. I'd rather have
Raiders
them
and
lose.
Chargers. You'd rather have the Chargers lose, but then that will put the Raiders at 5 wins.
Yeah, that's tough.
But then if the Chargers win, then that puts
I'd
them at 7
rather-
wins.
Okay, hold on. I would rather the Raiders beat the Chargers because we still play the Raiders.
Okay, and we can beat the tiebreaker. All right,
Yeah.
for sure.
Wow. Yeah, there are a lot of little dicey matchups here. Okay, I'll take the Jets though with the +3.
There it is. That's actually a good matchup though. 7-4 versus 9-2. I'm just glad to say
I can't
1
believe the
o'clock.
Jets are 7-4. I still view them as a perennial.
Dumpsters.
Right now being
Yeah.
the 3-8, 4-7 or something. Ravens at home -8.5 against the Broncos. I want nothing to do with the Broncos.
How you feel about 8.5 though? Because that's.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you want the Broncos that bad,
I didn't say that. No, I
I'll
definitely did
take
not say
Ravens
that. I
-8.5.
just asked a question.
but I don't think the Ravens are that good.
I don't either.
I could see the Broncos covering this one and making it an ugly one.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't want that one. I'm cool on that one.
You know what? I'll take the Broncos +8.5.
I will too. I don't want that
Damn.
one.
All right.
Yep.
All right. You just don't want anything to do with it.
I don't like that.
Russ is at his lowest.
Because I'm looking at the same thing you're looking at. I'm like, all it takes is some jankiness.
Defense is enough for the Broncos to keep them
Yep.
competitive, and maybe Russ pulls one out of his ass in the fourth quarter.
And we did see Baltimore and Jacksonville and how that game worked out. Just like
All of Baltimore's games this year.
Mhm.
Houston
Good.
at home +7 against Cleveland. Deshaun Watson's return.
I'll go Browns.
-7.
Yeah, I don't like it because I do feel like first game back, Watson, who knows what that's going to look like. We know the energy is probably going to be insane because of all the storylines and everything that's surrounding that game. But I do feel like Cleveland, I think they win and cover.
I don't think I want anything to do with this one. Houston +7?
The game's in Houston, though, bro.
Oh, no. They benched. They got the Kyle Allen dude in there.
But the energy is going to be insane. This is Deshaun Watson
I don't
coming
want
back.
anything to do with this game.
Coming back to Houston, bro. It's going to be insane.
I'm passing on this one.
You scared?
I don't want. Yeah, I don't want.
Why you
anything to do with
scared?
this one.
Scared money don't make money deep.
Falcons Steelers. Steelers are dogs. +1. Falcons -1.
Well, I guess they do got the better record, huh? I was over here like, how could they do that? They 5-7, no?
Well, we both got Steelers. Giants at home +2.5 against the Commanders.
Dang.
Giants' little Cinderella
You know
story has
what?
tailed off a little bit.
Can I get Heineke? Boy?
Yeah. I'll take Giants +2.5.
Oh, now this is gonna be different for me because I've been rolling
That's
with
a rough
Saquon.
one. Yeah, I'm
I've
surprised.
been
you just
rolling
did
with
that.
Saquon, but I slightly have been rolling with Heineke. Not in the sense of I don't think I've bet on them a lot, but like just personally be watching them. I'm like, I like the story. He went to ODU. The ODU was in the crib. Shout out to the Barbarian, the Barbarian. Excuse me on that one. So it's like I kind of like him. That's my dad's school. You know, he went to ODU. So it's All right, I'm sorry. I kind of like him. And the when they wear the dark uni with the it kind of looks like ours. You know,
Those blackout ones.
yeah, it's like a knockoff still. When I kind of liked it in the last game, to watch, I was like, it's kind of like it. So
I'll take the points with the Giants then.
yeah, I hate that I'm doing it.
Lions.
Sorry,
at home,
Cowboys family. Sorry,
+1 against
don't kick
the
me out.
Jaguars.
Who'd you say? Lions.
Lions at home +1 against the Jaguars.
I'll take Detroit.
I'll take Jaguars.
I'll take Detroit. Yeah.
I hope Lions win, but I think Jaguars
Yeah.
might have found something last week with that win over the Ravens.
Yeah. Sound good. Mm-hmm.
Bears at home +3.5 against the Packers. This is a mess. This is a mess. Who's playing?
That's what the say is
Fields,
in love.
Fields or Rodgers?
Right, I don't know who's. I'm good. Yeah, that's nasty. That's a nasty one right there.
If I knew Rodgers was playing, I think I would take the Packers.
Even if Fields was playing?
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah, I'm good on that one,
I
man.
think he wants to back up that whole "I own you, Chicago" type of thing. Even though the Packers are having a rough season, and they still, if they went out, who knows? The NFC records with all those teams are pretty bad.
But he did say that he's open to not being the guy going forward. He is open.
I'm telling you, that was just corporate speak.
He said he's
not.
entertaining it.
He's not happy about that.
Nope. I
thought
take
at
him
all.
for face value. He said he's going to entertain it.
Okay, so we don't want anything to do with that
Yeah,
one.
we're hard
49ers
pass.
at home -4 against the Dolphins.
You know, I'm a roll with Jimmy G. What's happening? Go for Tyreek and Tua, man. Believe in him.
No.
Come on, man. I'll be looking to
Ooh,
put
this
my
is a good one though.
like. What's up, man?
Jedi versus Jedi Master.
Mm-hmm.
Padawan versus Master.
Come on, man.
This is a good one.
How you feel? How you feel, Deke? What's up, Deke?
Does McDaniel
Put your
outclass
money where your
Shanahan?
mouth at, Deke. What's up, Deke?
+4 is not bad.
It ain't bad. Either way,
Really
it's not
not
bad. I
bad.
like it either way.
49ers are on a roll right
Come
now.
on, Deke. What's up, Deke?
Maybe I take the Dolphins with the points.
Yeah,
it's
take
one
them
of
with the
those
points,
win-win
right?
scenarios I was talking
It is
about.
though. Yeah.
So if the Dolphins win, I get a point in the standings here.
Mm-hmm.
But if the Dolphins lose, I'm happy because it helps the Steelers.
There you
So
go.
Sure, I'll do Dolphins
There
+4.
you go.
Rams at home +7 Seahawks.
They wrote me off.
Yeah, I'm not betting the Rams
Okay.
anymore.
I would just check.
Bengals +1.5.
Hold
versus
on,
the
though.
Chiefs.
For the Rams. Who's playing this week for them?
It doesn't matter.
No, Aaron Donald. He's not. Is he back this week?
I think
No, I
Stafford
think
out
he's
for the
out.
season.
Yeah,
I don't
think-
want anything to do
I
with
think
the
Donald
Rams.
got the ankle sprain as well. Yeah.
They're done.
All right.
Talk about tanking. That's what they should be doing.
Okay.
I don't know, though, because
I
who's getting their pick?
actually haven't kept up with who has that particular pick because of how they done moved around these past.
Someone's
couple
getting
years.
that pick.
Yeah.
Someone's probably going to get a top 3 pick.
Yeah.
Might be the Jaguars.
For the Jalen Ramsey?
It might be. I'm not 100% certain.
Unless they made any moves Yeah, I don't know.
There's no way they have this pick, though. They probably don't have picks till like 2025, at least in the first round.
Yeah.
2024, 2025. Bengals at home, +1.5 against the Chiefs. You want Burrow, huh?
If he had Chase with him, yes.
We sure he's out?
Yeah, sure enough.
T. Higgins is pretty much Chase light right now.
So go ahead, take him. I'll go with Mahomes.
Nah. I'm going
It's in
Mahomes,
Cincinnati.
too. I'm going Mahomes, too.
If it was in prime time, I think I would actually go Cincy. It's 425. I'm kind of on the fence. And think about how that game went last year between them dudes. It was insane. But
Bengals bested them both games.
yeah, nah. But remember, the second one was like the crazy finish, though. Yeah.
Yeah,
that like
was
weird
Mahomes
clockwork. Yeah.
Self-destructing. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Yeah. I'm good. But it's 2.
+1.5. You're getting points.
See, you saying +1.5. I get the same difference, though, right? Yeah. +1.5.
I'm on
for it, too.
DraftKings. Where are you at?
Oh, no.
I'm on our official show sponsor site.
We're definitely on the same page. Don't get it twisted, bro. What you doing over there? Don't you do that now? You chill out. All right. I'm with you.
Okay.
So it's 1.5. You said. I was just saying that means you got to win by 2. That's what I was referring. That's
Right.
how I was saying it. All right. Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Raiders at home against Chargers. Raiders -1. Both teams dealing with injuries and dudes banged up and out.
I low key want to say, give me the Raiders.
I'm just gonna do the opposite. This is one of those games. I'm gonna do the opposite.
Well,
Whatever you pick.
give me the Raiders. Let's have some fun.
I'll take the point.
Let's
with
have some
Herbert and
fun,
the
man.
Chargers.
Let's have some fun.
2 more. Cowboys at home. Why didn't they flex this one out?
Chill out, man.
Why didn't they flex this one out?
'Cause
Cowboys at home
it's
against
Cowboys.
the Colts.
Chill out, man. It's
Why
Dallas.
didn't they flex this one
It's
out?
Dallas.
Meanwhile, they flexed
It's
out
Dallas.
Steelers Bengals.
Dallas got 8 wins. They got 8 wins. 8 of them, man.
Unacceptable.
They got 8 wins.
Cowboys at home -10.5 against the Colts. Wow.
You want to play?
It's a lot of points.
You want to play? You feeling lucky today? You know, I'll play now. We can play that one.
Colts have definitely covered every...
We
Wait,
could
wait.
definitely play that one, bro.
No, they obviously didn't cover last week.
But was that more so on
I'm
us?
just saying. I was just
more
gonna
so
say
on
though,
us.
every game
Yeah.
they've played has been kind of close, and the
Mhm.
Colts are getting +10.5 here.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Colts.
There we go. All right.
You want the Cowboys?
Of course. Yeah. We'll see how it plays out for them. Maybe this is the week where they hurt me, but maybe this is the week where they continue to.
Cowboys are
do the
playing
good
really
things.
good right now.
They are. I'm
But this is
hoping
the
they continue
perfect
it.
game for a letdown.
It
with
is.
the Cowboys.
It definitely is.
Buccaneers -4 against the Saints.
I'm going Brady. If we doing this one, I'm going Brady.
I am too, but
Yeah.
Saints actually wouldn't be a bad pick right now.
Go for it.
I'm not, but I'm just saying it wouldn't be a bad pick because the Bucs just lost to the Browns. Like
Saints wouldn't be a bad
just
pick
when I
right
thought
now.
the Bucs were actually starting to hit their stride a little bit, they lose to Jacoby Brissett and the Browns. I still feel like Brady's fine. I mean, you look at his stat line still.
Yeah.
Touchdown to interception ratio.
Mm-hmm.
Still on top. There's just something weird going on with that team. Okay, we got our picks in there.
I like it.
Probably got what? At least 6 games.
I feel like we got a lot of games this week.
We got a fair amount.
It felt good this week. We needed that, though. We needed them type of games this week, man.
You're right. Okay.
Mhm.
Last of the super chats then. Mike Hood is saying, sorry I'm late to the party today. Prayers for AB and all involved.
Oh, yeah. Ain't that the truth? No, we definitely appreciate you, though, joining the club, though, man. You never late. You always on time. Remember that.
No M. Do you think we're picking up a QB in the draft? Yeah, I would assume maybe someone late. 5th, 6th, 7th round. Philip Hopkins. Pray for Kanye. He can't stop himself.
Oh, he's still tweeting? He been going on his, like, Twitter rants. Excuse me.
Last one.
Yeah.
Mike Hood. Y'all see footballing with Ben. That was the one I was talking about, him and Pouncey.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, it was a good one, though, right?
Yeah, I got that
Yeah.
little Boswell information right
Yeah.
there. I'm trying to think anything else. What was going on in that podcast? I've seen some highlights and clips and stuff.
Yeah.
Pouncey was talking some O-line.
Okay.
He said, you got to let it build. You got to let this group progress.
He could tell you. He could definitely tell you that.
One of the things I do think's different from his scenario and this one is him and DeCastro first-round picks. And like you said, with TG, we drafted Gilbert in the second round. So, like, we allocated some high resources on that line and let it build. And we also had Ben at the time, too. So this one, like, he was kind of saying, I don't really like going free agency because sometimes you bring in a dude and he's going to bring in some of his bad habits from another team. He's like, if it's not like a top-tier dude, that's some of the stuff you might have to worry about.
Which is very true.
So, I mean, I think drafting a dude or two is what we're going to be looking at this offseason. I think it might go hand in hand with what he's talking about building because the line is young in and of itself. But I thought we had some free agency hits with Mason Cole and James Daniels for sure. Yeah. Like, they fit the culture perfectly.
But they also fit what he just said, too, in terms of higher end. James Daniel, like, we paid him. Like, that wasn't a bottom level dude. And even with Mason Cole, he still got some good compensation as well. So I get what he's saying. Like, if you're going, I wouldn't go any lower than that version, though. Like a James Daniels, Mason Cole. I don't want to go any less than that if we're going free agency to revamp it. And if it's obviously draft, then, you going to get what you spend.
We got 3 picks. Yeah. And it's going to be like the top 40-something. Well, who knows, though? Yeah. It all depends on how we finish this season. Because we might have a really late first-round pick, which would make our second-round pick really late as well. No. We'll have 3 picks in the top 60.
Either way.
We know that for a fact.
And that's regardless if we make any other moves or not. So, yeah, we should be good with that then, man.
Hopefully the Bears, though, it's pretty high up in that second round. Yeah. 33, 34,
we could root for them to be bad. Yeah. I like it. I like it then, man.
That's all we got.
I like it,
7:01 on the dot.
Oh, all right, Deke. I don't know what I'm about to go upstairs to experience.
I'll back you up, dude.
That makes me even more nervous at times, man. So sometimes you might just gotta like take the babe. It was me. I'm sorry. I'm blaming the chat. I'm blaming all y'all. I'm gonna say. Matter of fact, let me just start hollering off names. I'm gonna say it was Mike Hood. It was Mike Carr. It was definitely staying clear. Can't forget about Javi Berg 420. I'm definitely snitching on Hannibal 090 and Mike Hood. You're for a fat getting the dime dropped on you. I'm just throwing it out there. Ryan McPherson, yep, you're going to get in trouble. I'm telling it's all y'all fault. So, with that being said, y'all enjoy y'all night, though. I know y'all got y'all Buffalo Bills blue on. Y'all keep rocking with that. But more importantly, man, we appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning into today's show. Stay safe, and until next time, baby.
Peace.